Alrighty.
Cool.
Cool, dude. We can go ahead and start everything up if you'd like.
Sure. So let's head over to the overhead.
I'll
Warning test.
go ahead and start plugging away over here.
Yes.
47.0 fuel weights. Reserves looking at 3.5. Initial cost index is going to be 95. Insane. 260. And our winds are currently looking at, I guess, 050 at 7.
I'll grab the latest weather and recompute everything for you.
Okay. I'll just wait for you then. I think that's what they are.
It's smoldering hot in the cabin. So I'll fire up both packs for now.
Okay.
And yeah. Flight level is 270.
Yep.
No,
260,
gotta be
sorry.
26, right. It's gotta be an even one.
Yeah.
Your landing altitude is 400. I know that one by heart.
Have you flown into here a little bit?
Maybe. I guess you could say that. And we have an odd day, so it's going to be left ignition. Light test.
Looks good.
And I just scanned the overhead. And everything's looking wonderful. Engine fire test.
So once a D-rated takeoff, you want to do flaps 1, eh, you said?
Let me check on the performance here.
Wind shear. Terrain. Pull up.
V1's going to be 140, 142, 149.
Flaps 1, no D rate.
Okay. So 140.
System test okay.
42.
So so the COM2 radio is working for you, right?
Last time we checked, yes, it was, I think.
Okay.
I'm
In that
not
case,
sure, though.
we should be good.
Okay.
The cabin's cooling down, now 30 degrees in the cabin.
Where does it show that?
It's on the overhead. Over on the top right,
Okay.
you'll see this little thing here, which I'm switching over.
Yeah.
So to switch it over to the passenger cabin, that's the cabin temperature.
Okay.
And supply duct is basically the duct supplying the cockpit. And both mixing valves are on full cold right now.
Okay, cool.
This is trying to achieve 21 degrees C.
Very cool. Very cool.
Okay, I'll get the weather.
All right.
Right, they're probably going to have us depart on runway 25 right.
Okay.
Okay, we have information X-ray. And it's 2986 on the altimeter, as you note.
Yep.
Sky clear, 10 miles visibility, 42 degrees, and winds are calm.
Perfect.
So it doesn't really matter which runway they give us, because all of them are equal. Today.
Give me 2 seconds.
No problem.
Just gonna go feed the dogs, so I don't have to worry about that for the next little hour. Alrighty, sorry about that.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And ready for the pre-flight when you are.
Yep, I am ready as well.
You don't have the route, or do you have the route in?
No, I don't. I can punch it in now.
Okay, you should be doing that while I'm sort of doing the pre-flight here.
So, do you usually do it before you would call for clearance?
Usually, yes.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. See, I always thought it was afterwards.
You don't need to put it in the pause init page, by the way. Pause init is only in case you're initializing the IRSs.
Okay.
And if you're pre-flight, if you're in the warm turnaround state, they're already initialized, so it doesn't really matter. You can go straight to route.
Okay, cool. Did not
But
know
either
that.
way, it works out pretty much the same.
Delta 1408. Perfect.
Yes, indeed.
Route departure. You think we're gonna get 25 right?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Boach
bank
6,
on that.
Okay. Boach 6, 25 right. 29 palms transition.
Yes.
Activate. And we're going right to arrival. Gonna go the S Bono 1 right now. Weather.
Whether
110
they're...
to 11. So it looks like we're gonna get one.
Yeah, 1-3's gonna probably
So
be the one.
Our nav 13 right.
Yes, let's use that one.
Okay.
And the transition, by the way, is probably... For S Bono, you need to punch in a transition as well.
Okay. What should we
Oh,
use?
it's... Okay, so it doesn't have one. Hang on. Let me
Yeah.
just check that out. Maybe it already starts there at 29 palms. Oh, maybe it doesn't. Hang on. S Bono, needles. Where's 29 palms VOR? Oh, okay, you don't need to put in anything, I think. It should work out just fine.
Okay. Cool.
Let me just check the legs here. 29 palms. And from 29 Palms, strange. Just put in a Goff's transition. Oh, hang on. Well, I don't know. Oh, hang on. For the approach, put in the S Bono transition.
Okay.
So hit S Bono.
Okay.
And for the arrival transition, hang on. It says S Bono. Yeah.
Oh wait, for the departure.
No. It's for the arrival.
Yeah.
Arrival. That's all fine. You know what? Let's just leave that like that, and I'll just punch in the point by hand into the route.
Okay.
So just hit activate and execute.
Yeah.
If you've already done that.
Yeah.
And I'll correct it here on the route, on the legs page, and I'll just punch in the additional points. So 29 Palms, then Cloud, then S Bono. So CLOWD, Cloud goes in there. And go to S Bono and just pull that back 1 point. And execute it like that, and that should be a correct arrival there.
Okay, cool.
And it should probably wouldn't really have mattered even if we had used any kind of star here. We could have just gone direct, but doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I have my speed bugs set.
I have mine set as well.
Wonderful.
Alrighty.
Ready for the pre-flight checklist.
Yeah, ready for the pre-flight.
Okay, pre-flight checklist. Oxygen tested on the right.
Tested on the left.
Instrument transfer switches are normal. Window heats are on. Pressurization mode selector is auto. Flight instruments.
My side 344 heading and 2,140.
2140 on your side.
Yeah.
You have 2986. We'll probably have a different temperature outside.
Oh yes, here. Sorry, that is right.
Okay.
I usually have to do this. Give me 2 seconds. Completely forgot that I have to turn this off, apply and save, and go and grab weather from explain. I forgot you used the real world weather.
Mhm.
Okay, that should be done. There we go. Now it's showing 2,080.
Okay, I've got 2000, about 60.
Okay.
More or less the same.
Okay.
So flight instruments have been checked. Parking brake is set, and engine start levers are cut off. The pre-flight checklist complete. I can pick up our clearance now.
Yep. Go ahead. Grab clearance.
Okay. Let's just go over here. Clearance is on 118.0.
So
VG fan, how's it going, dude? Computer tutorials. How are you, man? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Can you guys hear me okay? Everything's working?
Okay, do you just hear the controller there?
Yep, I could hear the
So it's
controller.
picking up the second radio for you. Wonderful.
Okay, perfect.
And ground is going to be 121.9er. Wonderful.
Flight 77 Los Center, good afternoon. Clementine, flight level 280.
Vegas clearance, Delta 1408, IFR Palm Springs, please.
Delta 1408, Las Vegas clearance, good afternoon. Clear to Palm Springs Airport, Boat 6, departure 29 Palms, transition. And as filed, climb via SID, squawk 6562.
Clear to Palm Springs, Boat 6, departure 29 Palms, transitions, then as filed. Climb via SIT, squawk 6562, Delta 1408.
1408, repeat.
It is
Wonderful.
indeed the first live stream on YouTube. I used to do it on Twitch, but I figured it was time, since I've been growing on YouTube, I figured it was time for a YouTube stream. Alright, dude, so we are cleared into everything that we thought we would be, right?
Yes, affirmative. You can do the departure brief.
Alright, let's do the departure brief. God damn it, you always fucking get me with this departure brief. Alright, so what do I do again? I tell you that we're going to be departing runway 25 right.
I can do it for you if you want to.
Yeah, you do it, you do it. You do it.
Okay, so Departure brief. We're planning departing on runway 25 right. We're currently located at gate Delta 40, so we're pretty much at the southwest tip of Concourse Delta. We'll probably be pushing straight back into the taxiway here. We're on a non-movement area, so we can just push at our own discretion, and then we'll contact ground before we get to taxiway Charlie, so probably going to be going from spot 5. After that, I would expect that we'll get taxi from either Charlie or Bravo. Probably it's going to be Bravo, so probably expect Charlie for Bravo for taxi, hold short runway 25 right on Bravo. Then we got a runway that's 4.4 kilometers long. We'll probably, well, we're not going to be using up everything of it, but we'll be using a fair bit of it because we have a very high temperature outside, 40 degrees on my side I'm showing.
Yep.
So we do need to treat it like a stressed out airplane. Standard abort procedure up to 80 knots for any problems, above 80 knots till V1 only for major problems, engine fire, engine failure, predictive wind shear, or airplane unsafe or unflyable. Above V1 we'll take the problem into the air, minimum climb 1,000 feet AGL, no actions except gear up on positive rate. Above that we'll level off, clean up the airplane, get ourselves accelerated and sort the problem out, do any sort of emergency memory items and checklists that we need to do and sort it out with ATC. Otherwise, if all goes well, we're on the Boach 6 departure with a 29 palm transition for the, hang on, I'll silence the controller there.
Yeah, it's okay.
So we'll be doing the runway 25 right departure, which for 25 right is on a heading of 255, which we have set in the MCP, actually one over, like that. 255 set in the MCP at 2,690 feet, direct R-bell. Gonna check that up on our legs here. Direct R-bell, that checks out. Then direct roper, then rod, and then Boach.
Okay.
Roper between 4,800 and 7,000, and we're showing 7,000 or above. So we should probably be correcting that, but we'll leave that there.
Okay.
Boach is at 13,000 or above. Initial climb is flight level 190, which we have set in the MCP window. Transition to 29 palms, then continues Boach, Zelma, and Jotnu. So Zelma, Jotnu, and 29 palms is set in the flight plan there. Other than that, we have our minimum sector altitudes west of the field, which is the direction we're going to be departing in, is 13,200 feet within 25 miles. So we will make, if we have an engine failure on departure, we'll probably want to turn north or south as soon as practicable. I would recommend having the terrain display on your side just to make sure that you're aware of any terrain hazards that might be coming up and we can make a turn early.
Okay.
Other than that, that's pretty much it for the departure brief. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
That's the
I'm good
departure
to
brief
go.
completed.
Perfect. Ready for push?
Yes, I would call that ready for a push. We just need to accomplish the before start checklist. Do you have the pushback planned?
Yes, I do.
Wonderful. So we can do the before start checklist at your discretion.
Yeah, let's go ahead with that before I start.
Okay, before start checklist. Flight deck door is closed and locked. Fuel, I'm showing 2950, 2980. That's almost 6 tons in each tanks.
Yep.
And we need to turn on the fuel pumps. So fuel pumps are right there. Passenger signs are on. Windows are locked on my side, and I see locked on your side as well. MCP V2 heading and altitude, please.
MCP heading and altitude, so I'm showing 344 and 2,080 feet.
No, the MCP is the mode control panel. It's the thing on the glare shield. The autopilot settings is basically what you're giving me. Is the speed,
Oh,
the
okay,
heading.
so, yeah, okay, sorry, 149, 255, and 190.
Okay. Takeoff speeds.
V1 140, VR 142, V2 149.
CDU pre-flight is completed. Rudder and aileron trim is free and 0. Taxi and takeoff briefing was completed, and anti-collision light is on.
Perfect.
Before start checklist is completed.
Disengage parking brake and start our push.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is connected, steering pin is inserted. Pushback commencing.
You hear the kid there on the radio?
Yeah, wow. That's the first kid I think I've ever heard on Pilot Edge.
Yeah, they're kind of rare here.
That's the first one.
Which is, I mean, power to them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, ready for the engine start when you are.
Yep, I'm ready for the engine start.
751 Quebec
packs
Alpha,
off.
Roger.
And which one do you want first?
just-
We'll
Second,
start up 2
stand by.
today.
Okay, right engine. Ground.
0231 Charlie Delta, San Luis Tower, say direction departure.
And we have N2 rotation.
Very affirmative.
Left close traffic.
There's
And
1
oil
Charlie Delta,
pressure.
thank you, runway 29er, clear for takeoff, left close traffic, approved, report.
And 1
field
rotation.
downwind each time.
You can see that the APU is quite sluggish today.
Yes, it is. It's struggling to hit 25.
751 Quebec Alpha, clear through Los Angeles.
And
Tower,
there's
airspace,
25.
Caution route northbound, maintain VFR 8500.
Alrighty, engine 2 is on.
Somebody was VFR called for the coastal
And you should
route,
see how
a minute
sluggish
ago,
it is on
and I
at
didn't catch
Denver.
your call sign. Say your call sign,
Oh
again,
yeah,
please.
I could only imagine.
Barely hits 25. Okay, starter cutout. Starter valve closed. It barely hits 25, and that's after about 40 seconds of motoring.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me when to start
Yep,
left
start
engine.
up left engine.
Left engine to ground. And we have N2 rotation.
Pushback complete.
Oil pressurized.
Tow is disconnected and steering pin has been removed.
And 1 rotation.
Have a nice flight.
Oh, it's not like in this high pressure altitude here. Density altitude is probably even a lot higher than 2,000, probably 3,000 feet. 25?
5.
And start cutout.
77 cross, Hector at maintain
Start valve close.
Perfect.
After starts.
After start.
Okay.
XL 877 cross, Hector at maintain level 240.
Can do your flight controls now.
Yep. Flight control, full left, check, full right, check. Full down, check.
21
full
Quebec
up,
Alpha contact,
check.
SoCal approach
Rudder full left, check. Rudder full
127.4.
right, check. Perfect. Looking good on my side.
Okay. And you'll want the ground terrain there on your end. So I'll selected that. Up. And there we go. And flight director on your and my side. And the before taxi checks ready.
Yep, ready for those.
Before taxi checklist. Generators are checked, both on. Pitot heat's on. Anti-ice won't be certainly required today.
No, sir.
Isolation valve is going back to auto. Engine start switches are continuous. Recall was checked. Auto brake is RTO. Engine start levers are idle detent. Flight controls have been checked. Flaps 1 green light before taxi checklist completed.
Perfect.
And we're just about spot 5, so I can call for taxi right from here.
Yep, ready for that.
Okay. Vegas ground, Delta 1408, spot 5, taxi with whiskey. Actually X-ray, but whatever.
231 Charlie Delta midfield.
Or 1 Charlie Delta, runway 9er, clear for the option.
231 Charlie Delta 50 option.
XL 877, contact Los Angeles Center 126.35. Delta 1408, Las Vegas ground, runway 7 left at Alpha 8, taxi the Charlie 5.
Hang on, I'll request
Alpha
you.
8.
Yep.
Okay, well please request runway 25 right for Delta 1408.
Delta 1408, we're departing 7 left at Alpha 8 for the temperature.
Okay, so 7 left from Alpha 8, and taxi is going to be, say again please, the taxi for Delta 1408. Ah, fuck, I dropped
Delta
up.
1408 via Charlie 5, Charlie 5 Bravo.
Charlie 5 Bravo, Alpha 825, sorry, 7 left to Delta 1408. Okay, so we need to change the flight plan there.
Yep, I already got that done.
Flight
And
77,
for
Los
some-
Angeles Center, cross Donut, maintain 1.
Hang on, my sim is kind of frozen there.
Ontario altimeter,
Oh, there we go. Okay, so you got that done.
Yep.
We'll quickly check the... I'll quickly check the route there. Waste. Backer. Yes, checks out. 7,000. Mini. Hit me. And then Boach.
What was it? Charlie 5 to Charlie, then...
Yeah,
Golf?
Charlie 5. Taxi's going to be Charlie 5. Then Bravo and Alpha 8 short of 25 right.
No, 07 left.
So 07 left.
Yeah.
And you'll want the taxi light. So I got that. And APU is coming off. Actually, I wanted my timer.
So I think it's straight and then a right up onto here, correct?
Yes, just straight up, and that's the 45 degree to the right there.
Okay. Alright, what are your oil quantities showing for you?
192.
And the above that?
Above
Temperature?
that, it's showing 80. So oil quantities in the engines are 89 and 68.
Yeah, okay. Is that normal that it would be that off?
Yes, that's normal.
Okay.
I mean, you got both needles still in the green, so you can
Yeah.
be happy with that.
I just wanted to make sure for you it wasn't a bug on my side or something weird like that.
Okay. And Charlie 5 is over to the left over here.
Okay.
I'll turn on some runway turnoffs as well, just so we're lit up properly, as much as we can. Charlie 5 is over here to the left.
Perfect. The Simon, what's going on, dude? Yes, it has been a while. Oh, that's Simeon. How's it going, my man? It has been a very long time since we were on, we were flying on Twitch. That fucking scenery, though, eh? It was beautiful. Off to the right.
So just keep this one, Bravo, and Alpha 8 is quite a ways down.
Okay. Gonna bring the taxi a little bit faster.
Oh yeah, 25 knots is the speed limit, normally. Depends on company, of course.
I think, yeah, my VA, I think it's 20 max. Usually I try and maintain 18, somewhere around there.
Do they bitch if you go faster?
Not really. The only thing they really care about is exceeding 250 below 10,000.
Okay.
Only one Quebec Alpha, contact SoCal approach 134.9.
And I think I have our departure frequency tuned in there. Yeah, 125.9er.
Arb the auto throttles.
Yes. Clear of the terminal. I can do the taxi checks here while we're slowly rolling forward.
Vegas scenery it is something special, that's for sure.
Flaps 1 is set. What was our takeoff trim?
3.6.
Quebec Alpha, SoCal approach, altimeter 2989.
Yes. And that's roughly 3.6. It's about 4 actually what I'm showing.
Should be a little
So,
bit
and 0 and 0.
better. Excuse me.
No problem. Okay. Just keep going. I think we're still not really
Yeah,
there.
That was Alpha 6 right here on the left.
Oh yeah, we still got a ways to go. It's gonna be one more, that's Alpha 7, and then it's Alpha 8 to the left.
Okay. So are we still climbing 190? Is that...
Yes,
okay.
yes,
Oh,
that's
it's
the
still
same.
Boach 6, yes, sorry. You are correct.
But let me check here, just in case, because it's a different runway number here. Just so that I'm not talking shit. That's flight level 190 from all runways.
Okay, perfect.
7 left, Baker. Backer.
231 Charlie Delta, midfield.
Pilot Edge and Boeing, I know, right? Who would have ever fucking thought the day? This plane, though, it is something special. so deserve to give it a go. Alright, here's Alpha 7.
Or 231, Charlie Delta.
Okay, still got a ways to
clear
go.
for the
Yeah.
option.
You want us to the Alpha 8, which is the very sort of
231 Charlie Delta,
end of the
clear.
regular departure part. After that, there's a bit of a displaced threshold, but they're not going to depart us from there, because that's right in the middle of the runways. The other runways.
Just had to take a screenshot that was very screenshot worthy.
Screenshotty.
Screenshotty. Alright, here's Alpha 8.
Okay, I'll get tune us over to the tower.
Slow her down a little bit. There's a little bit of an intersection there. I guess
Yep.
a little bit.
Biggest tower, Delta 1408, short of 07 left on Alpha 8, ready for departure. Actually, it's
Delta
just
1408, Las Vegas Tower, only 7 left at Alpha 8, clear for takeoff, wind calm.
7 left at Alpha 8, clear for takeoff, Delta 1408. Okay,
So
Ready,
877,
strobe
contact SoCal
lights.
approach
strobe lights are
135.4.
on, approach sector is clear.
Landing lights are going on as well. Clear on the left.
Approaching
So
0,
I'll get you to hit
7,
the
left.
toga button for me.
Sure.
It's so much easier when you're not flying. You don't have to look down. And
I have it bound to my key here.
oh, you can do that?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! You gotta show me that after then.
Sure.
That's exactly what I needed. I was talking about that in my
So
last video.
877,
on runway
SoCal approach on
0,
altimeter 2985.
7, left.
Alright, throttles should be set 40%.
Okay.
Alrighty, and toga whenever you're ready.
Toga's coming in.
Thank you. Oh, she's fucking heavy today.
Oh yeah.
877 traffic.
80 knots
left
was already
1
passed.
mile,
Right.
direction altitude keeps 12,600 type on.
B1 rotate.
Positive rate, gear up.
Positive rate.
Limburg clearance citation
Gears coming up.
510 Charlie Juliet IFR to Palm Springs.
Any modes you want?
No, we can hand fly for now. It's nice.
Well,
Just gotta
or
follow.
the flight director.
Oh yeah, you can put on LNAV.
Or clear 1,200 AGL,
Attention,
so
510
VNAV
Charlie
available.
Juliet, on request.
Yep, we can click VNAV as well.
Roger.
VNAV's coming in.
Delta 1408, contact departures here.
Over to departure, Delta 14-0. See you next time.
Alrighty.
Vegas departure, Delta 14-0, passing 4,000.
Delta 1408, Las Vegas departure, radar contact, climb maintain level 190, restricted.
Climb maintain flight level 190, Delta 14-08.
Alrighty, and flaps can go up.
Flaps up.
510 Charlie Juliet, Limburg clearance, clear to Palm Springs Airport.
Let me get the
OB5
outboards
departure.
off.
Julian transition as followed. Climb via 6, set maintain 8,000, expect level 23010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 4234.
Citation 0 Charlie Juliet clear to the Palm Springs Airport via the POV 5 departure Julian.
Okay, and ready for the after takeoff.
Climb
Yep,
via
go ahead for
City,
the after
set maintain
takeoffs.
8,000.
Air conditioning and pressurization
We'll
is
set flight level
checked.
230,
Gear
departure
is up and off.
19.6,
Flaps up,
squawk
no lights after
4234.
takeoff. Complete.
Alrighty, and it said flight level 190 unrestricted, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll go level change.
Yes.
Alrighty,
Sure.
So 877, set maintain 11,000.
Sorry, I hit it.
no problem. And
After
we'll
homeland,
engage autopilot.
spread set maintain 8,000
Okay.
190 knots.
Perfect. Is it a little bit smoother on your end this time around, or?
It's so far it's smooth. It usually only jitters out around the
21 Quebec Alpha
Top
contact.
of climb.
134.2.
Okay.
Okay, so the MCV is yours.
Okay.
I'm not going to be doing anything there.
Alrighty.
751 Quebec Alpha SoCal approach. Lima Bravo airspace. Resume on navigation appropriate via for altitude. Altimeter 2986.
To Vancouver roads, you and A320, me and the 737. That's exactly how it was, man. That is exactly how it was. The good old days. You might have to you might have to pick this aircraft up so we can get some shared cockpit time in.
There's one
This
Charlie
shit
Delta
is
runway 29 or equip the option.
I'll be flying as first officer next flight. We'll keep the stream going after that.
Or one Charlie Delta, roger.
Let's see, depending on if we can get it to properly work with no jittery.
Yes.
Motion there.
Yes, that's true. Very true.
There's 10,000.
Alrighty, landing lights coming off. Can bring our speed. What are we looking for? Target 298.
Yep. Oh yeah, she's accelerating now. Even though we're at 10,000 feet, we still got total air temperature of 40 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's a bit hot.
A bit hot.
Like melt your face off hot.
Yeah, I was head flying it up to about 7,000, 8,000 feet.
1408, contact Los Angeles Center 134.65.
Did it
Yeah, 3465.
3465, Delta 1408.
Sorry, that was my fault. I was talking right in the middle of that. But yes, and then as far as my null zones, I really haven't found anything too good. I usually keep it at 0.12%. Maybe even sometimes a little bit lower, right about there. I think that works best.
Los Angeles Center, Delta 1408, passing 11,700 for level 190.
Delta 1408, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain Bravo 230.
Climb maintain 230, Delta 1408. MCP is yours, remember?
Yes, sir. 230 is plugged in.
You might want to sync a heading.
Yes.
And what did I want to check here? I wanted to check out your stream.
Yes. Let me know the quality.
It's certainly trying to trim all the time. So I'm hearing the trim going non-stop.
I don't hear that at all. I think that's yeah, it was definitely something to do with the other side of the connection.
This might not be actually very suitable if you sit in the co-pilot seat if you're not flying.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of going ape shit.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's just constantly trying to trim. I mean if I remove the sound file that might help. It's just be silent. Shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck, I don't even know if we're gonna get up to 2.6.
Well, it says for the flight plan that we should be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at Zelma we should be at flight level 260, and they are giving us as good a chance of achieving it as possible.
It's true. It's true.
Green Banana.
I couldn't make you out.
Green Banana says that we should be ahead of Zelma at top of climb. So it should not be a problem.
Cool.
XL 877, contact SoCal approach 128.1. Site 77, SoCal approach, flighting 290, descend, maintain 6,000, back to RLS runway 20 right, approach, altimeter 298.
What is Excel? I always hear it on Pilot Edge.
Excel is a, it's a, basically a private sort of, no, it's not a private, I mean it's a virtual airline that's operated only on Pilot Edge.
Okay, gotcha. Might have to look into that.
Taxi parking via Alpha and
You're coming up on flight level 180.
Yes, sir.
2992.
Say again, please. Sorry.
Cirrus 1 Charlie Delta, no problem. Taxi parking via Alpha, monitor ground.
I'm reading 18,300 now.
Affirmative is
Cirrus 1 Charlie Delta.
Cool.
Alpha.
Okay, we'll have about 40 miles of cruise.
Delta 1408, contact Los Angeles Center, 133.55.
3355, Delta 1408.
21 Quebec Alpha, you contact Van Nuys Tower, 190.3 and squawk via 4.
What we could do is you connect.
Hang on, I gotta call him in.
Okay.
And when you 1 Quebec Alpha, you can continue your descent through the Charlie there, it's not a problem.
Okay. He's just trying to sort somebody out. Los Angeles Center, Delta 1408, passing flight level 195 for 230.
So 877, descend, maintain 5,000. Delta 1408, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain Alpha 260.
Climb maintain 260, Delta 1408. Okay. Yeah, we should be able to make it. Top of climb there is pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Anyways, Excel is a virtual airline that's operated only on Pilot Edge.
Okay.
It's a fictitious one, obviously.
Yeah.
The trim is going a little bit apeshit, and the airplane is slightly spazzing out.
Very smooth for me. You know what I was going to say is, even for to make a video, you could still connect as slave, but I give you control.
Maintain 4,000.
That's not really a problem with Pilot Edge, it's a problem with the Smart Co-Pilot thing.
Yeah, no, I know, but I mean for video-wise, making as me still flying as the first officer.
Yeah, but then you'd have controls.
No, I can give them to you.
But then I'm pilot, but then you're going to have the jitters.
No, because like it's still we're connected right now. It's just you're the slave in control, I guess you could say.
Yeah, but that's the sort of the priority in which position updates are sent. That's what's setting who's master and who's slave. Even if I connect a slave and take control from you, I'm going to become master from that point on.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to be the one determining position, and it's the position updates that are sort of messing this thing up. It's not. I mean, if I just got rid of the trim wheel sound here, it would be pretty good. You would not notice. The jitters are really kind of minor at this point.
Okay.
So yeah, debugging on stream.
Debugging on stream. That's how you get her done. That's how you get her done. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds.
Sure.
Good afternoon. I'm around November 3037 Tango.
Tango.
Ground. This is a Skycatcher, November 3037 Tango. It's in general aviation, parking with Papa. Request taxi to active for pattern work.
So 877. Sorry about that. I missed your turn there. It'd be a right turn here in just about a half a mile. Skycatcher 37 Tango, runway 25, taxi via Foxtrot Alpha.
25 via Foxtrot Alpha, 37 Tango.
Mooney 751 Quebec Alpha, right downwind 16 right, full stop.
XL 877, turn right, heading 170. And I had you on such a perfect vector, I ruined it. We welcome back Alpha, runway 16 right, clear to land, wind 1408.
16 right, clear to land, 1 quick up.
Burbank clearance, Comanche 6984 Papa, looking for flight following to John Wayne 84 Papa.
From 6984 Papa, Burbank clearance. After departure, proceed on course southeastbound, maintain via Friday below 2,500 until advised. Departure frequency 134.2, squawk 5530.
Fly and depart the southeast, stay at or below 2,500, departure frequency on 134.2, squawk 5530 for Comanche 6984 Papa.
Comanche 6984 Papa, read back right. So 877, 6 miles from Snake, maintain 3,000 until established low clouds, Kudalas, runway 20 right.
Alright, sorry about that.
Sure, no problem.
Limber ground, citation.
And we're just about at top of climb, and in 20 miles we got top of descent.
With Sierra.
Lovely, isn't it?
Very
XL
lovely.
877, 5 miles
like
from
it.
Snake, maintain 3,000 until established low clouds, Kudalas, runway 20 right approach. Citation 510 Charlie Papa, Limber ground, runway 27, taxi via Charlie.
27 via Charlie for 0 Charlie Juliet, citation.
I heard you and Castrator stream the other day, did I tell you?
Yep.
Delta 1408, send maintain flight level 240.
Descend and maintain flight level 240, Delta 1408. There we go. So
Already.
it changed the indicated airspeed on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll it down. And I have just turned off their seat belts.
Okay.
When you welcome back Alpha, taxi parking via Alpha.
So probably flight level 260 was a little high.
Yep. Should got maybe 2-4.
Yeah, 240 would have been great.
We'll know for next time. Short little hop.
XL 877 at Lemon, contact tower 12618.
Limber Tower, citation 510 Charlie Juliet, ready to go, 27.
Delta 1408, contact Los Angeles Center 126.35.
2635, Delta 1408.
Citation 0 Charlie Juliet, Limber Tower, only 27, clear for takeoff, wind 24007.
Clear for takeoff, 27, citation 0 Charlie Juliet.
My stability augmentation, so that's in the settings itself. This is what I have.
Los Angeles Center, Delta 1408, flight level 240.
Delta 1408 LA Center, roger. Cross cloud at a maintained 1000. The Palm Springs altimeter 2981.
Cloud at maintain 1000, 2981, Delta 1408. Okay. Ignore the message there in the MCP. Sorry, in the FCDU.
What did he just say? Are we descending anything? Or?
Cloud at maintain 1000.
Which pretty much has right now.
Pretty much. I'll just quickly adjust it. If you just give me a second, I'll pre-tune tower and ground into my second radios here. Okay. So cloud at maintain 1000, 251, there. Like that, and it's gonna jitter a little bit.
Burbank ground, Comanche 6984 Papa on the, I believe, southwest ramp, looking for taxi to the active, departure to the southeast with flight following, and I have
cruise
weather of
altitude.
Juliet.
Yeah, ignore that.
Do I have to, my execute button is lit up.
6984 Papa, Burbank
Did
ground runway, taxi
not
via
update for you.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, I clicked it on your end. So let's try and see.
Gonna go with the flaps 40.
Yes. 1000, and we are currently in altitude hold.
Yes, we should be in VDAV.
Cell 877, John Wayne Tower. Good afternoon, runway 20 right. You're clear to land, wind 20011.
Hopefully it'll understand how to get down correctly. What auto brake level you want?
3, please.
Auto brake number 3 is set in. So 2981 is the altimeter there. I'm gonna get the weather.
Alrighty.
Citation 0 Charlie Juliet needs to go to departure.
Yeah. So winds are showing 11011, gusting 18.
Contact SoCal departure.
Okay.
10 miles
Over
visibility,
SoCal
skies
today,
clear.
Citation 0 Charlie Juliet.
43 degrees. Altimeter 2980 at this point. So even hotter than in Vegas.
Yeah.
Charlie Juliet, SoCal departure, radar contact.
We're at
climb
fucking.
maintain 13,000.
We're at 26,000 feet and it was 23 degrees.
Yep. Well, it's total air temperature. I mean, there's a little bit of a ram rise there, but shouldn't be that high.
Yeah.
Should be around 0 degrees. It's definitely on the hot side.
Anyways, dude, it is an extremely fun plane to fly. I have never, just the way that it handles, it's pretty amazing. For the first time that you fly it, first couple times that you fly it, you will be very amazed. At least I was. Awesome.
By the way, you're streaming on Twitch or
YouTube.
YouTube. Okay, it's not showing for me for some reason.
Really?
I don't know why. It's just stupid.
Very weird.
Probably just I was looking it up at the wrong place or something.
Captain Canada?
No, I had your channel there, but it wasn't showing up. It was just showing a 6-minute video there. Well, let me check through my other machine here. Oh yeah, there you are. Works like a charm. Oh yeah, it works well.
Did it have 29 palms for 1000?
128.6.
No, it had cloud for 1000.
Okay, we have 29 palms for 11.
Okay, take it back into flight level change and control the aircraft because it's trying to do something stupid. VNAV disconnect, yeah. Don't worry though. Just keep it in flight level change and we'll get down there.
At runway 8 for VFR departure to the southeast. 8 up.
Sometimes you just
684 Papa Burbank.
you just gotta fly.
Takeoff.
You just gotta do your pilot cockpit.
110 at 10.
Thanks very much. Clear for takeoff. Runway 84 Papa.
3037 Tango. You need to report midfield downwind, please, like I asked you to. Runway 25, clear for the op.
Apologies, runway 25, clear for the ignition, 37 Tango.
510 Charlie Juliet, clear direct Julian, climb maintain, flight level 230.
2981 was the altimeter they gave us.
Yep.
And I'm reading 14,300 now.
Contact LA 126.35.
Was for us? Not.
No, we're already on there. We should be on 2635 right now.
Yep.
Delta 1408, contact SoCal approach 126.7.
126.7, Delta 1408. Okay, and so that's the guy we want to give our weather info to. SoCal approach, Delta 1408 passing 12,600 with the weather.
Delta 1408, SoCal approach, roger. After Espono, descend and maintain 7,000 and fly heading 250 vectors, visual approach 13 right.
After Espono, 7,000, heading 250 knots, visual 13 right, Delta 1408. Okay, after S Bono.
For 2250 Romeo LA
So the
Center.
previous controller gave us a restriction for
Roger.
maintain.
Yeah,
Cloud for
Palmdale
11,000.
altimeter.
Yeah, and after S
Currently
Bono down to 7.
294.
Yep.
So I think we're down for that.
Cell 877, taxi terminal via Alpha, remain with me.
.37 Tango is on final.
Sure, I think we could slow down now. We don't really need to punch it up to 290.
Roger, you've been cleared for the option. I just need you to report midfield downwind reach passport.
Roger, 37 Tango.
6984 Papa, radar contact, say altitude.
Yeah, 250 could be going to be a good speed there.
Papa at 2,000.
I believe.
Roger, contact, SoCal departure.
We can do portions of the approach checklist now.
134.2 for April Papa.
So, approach checklist to the line.
Yep, go ahead with the approach checklist.
Okay, recall was checked. Cabin control is checked. Actually,
6984 Papa, SoCal approach.
Gonna set it down like that.
Resume on navigation.
Cabin control is checked. Sorry, set. Auto brake is level 3. And speed bugs. What's our ref? 134.
134 plus 5
Okay.
for the gusts.
Okay. Speed bugs are set then on my side and set on your side, I presume. And altimeters have been set and cross-checked.
Yes, sir. Cross-check. So S Bono, then it's going to be down to 7.
And heading 250.
And heading 250. Yeah, it's for sure a must-have. If you can afford it, it's a must-have for sure. We'll hand fly it a good majority of the way down, for sure. For sure.
If you can keep headings and altitudes.
Yeah. Very iffy.
I think I already have the field in sight there.
Oxnard Tower.
I think that's it. But we'll get closer.
Runway 25 for the option.
Runway 25 clear for the option.
Over to our left is
1408.
Cochrane.
The field at your 12 o'clock, 20 miles report when you have the field in sight.
Field is in sight, Delta 1408.
1408, clear visual approach, runway 13 right.
Clear visual 13 right, Delta 1408. Okay, so you're free to maneuver however you want.
Alright.
I'd recommend dropping it down to about 4,000 as soon as possible.
Okay.
Maybe slow it down to 240 for now, should be good. And yeah, we'll establish ourselves on a left downwind, I guess. Left downwind midfield for runway 13.
Yep.
Right.
Works for me.
Tower is pre-tuned, all ready to go.
It has its quirks indeed.
Like I said, it's a gem waiting to be polished.
Exactly. And I don't mind, giving them some money to reassure that they can, take care of the things. They've been pretty good with the
10,000
updates.
feet.
The certain landing lights going on.
Yeah, you can just throw them all on. Get some extra drag from the extendable ones.
Just don't want to rip them off.
Oh, 230 knots. No problem. Seems like we should be good. We'll be joining a little high for the downwind, but if we extend it down to the valley,
We'll want to make about a 70-degree turn right at this point?
Probably
Not yet.
Well,
but-
not yet.
No, no.
45 degree to the right.
Okay.
Just wait a little bit longer.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
You see, it's slowing us down pretty good, so that's fine.
Yep.
We'll drop it down. If
actually
we enter
throw,
if we enter the pattern at about 6,000, that should be fine.
Okay.
We'll make a large final, a long final, and that'll be fine.
You can
Should be
drop
good.
flaps 1 too if you'd like.
Flaps 1.
The gear is unlocked. What do you mean it's unlocked right now?
The gear unlocked just means that we're descending and that it's warning us that we're not down yet with the gear. But that's fine.
There you go. No, somebody had just mentioned in the stream. They were asking.
Oh yeah, that's normal. It lights up red like that to warn you that it's up.
There you go. Question answered. Look at Palm Springs. Fuck, this airport's beautiful.
6984 Papa contact SoCal 135.4.
I'd say you should
We're
slowly
pretty good.
consider
Yeah,
right
that's
turn.
what I was thinking right now. Maybe it was saying just coming through 7,000.
Yeah, about 310 on the heading there should be good. That's the reciprocal of the runway. That'll put us on a large left downwind for runway 13 right. We got plenty of time to turn and set ourselves up.
Yep, absolutely.
6984 Papa SoCal approach. Roger the John Wayne correction. The Ontario altimeter currently 2908.
See, this plane does proper RNAVs as well. Like proper RNAVs. The JAR does not do proper RNAVs.
It doesn't?
No,
I didn't know that.
It does not at all.
Interesting.
Like I'm looking at all, those are little RNAV, all those things, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, the JAR does not do that. No, sir.
Strange.
I've been called out numerous times. You're supposed to be on the RNAV? It's like, yes. Am I not on the RNAV? And they're like, no, not even close. Here, I'll vector you.
Okay, we're about to beam the numbers here. And yeah, as soon as we probably hit around, I don't know, 4,000 on this downwind, or thereabouts, we can make a base turn and then straight up back to...
Yep.
And it's up to you. You can do anything you like. You're flying today, so it's up to you.
Could we get flaps 5, please?
Yes, flaps 5 coming in.
.37 Tango is slightly beyond
700 feet above 4.
837 Tango runway 25.
Turn a base now, approximately.
runway 25 yeah, 37 Tango, thanks.
Left 220.
Yep. It's leveling off for you. So if that's what you want.
Yep, it's perfect. I'm going to get my speed down to 180 knots.
It's already there.
Yeah, it was set to 190. JAR definitely needs to get onto their on their ball, 100%. Alrighty.
How about manual flight?
Yep, we are ready for manual flight. Disengage autopilot, please. Thank you.
There you go.
And we'll get gear down, flaps 15.
Gears coming down, flaps 15. Start levers are continuous and
6984 Papa Roger Pepper.
speed brake is armed.
Perfect. Can you plug in 139, please, on the speed?
Yes, speed's coming back to 139.
And we go go flaps 25 after that as well.
Okay, flaps 25.
2500.
510 Charlie Juliet.
No
Clear
pack.
right
No,
thermal contact. SoCal
flight director
approach
off.
126.7.
Yes, please.
Flight director is off. I'll just call him in.
Yep.
SoCal approach, Delta 14-0, it established 13 right.
Delta 14-0, thank you. Contact Palm Springs Tower 109.7. Good day.
Tower on 119.7, good day, Delta 14-08.
Number 2250 Charlie.
Already on flaps 30, please.
Traffic.
Flaps 30.
At your 1 o'clock, 3.5 miles
And
off
flaps
direction VFR aircraft. Altitude indicates 9,500.
Give me a second here.
You can go flaps 40.
Yeah, we'll just go flaps 40. Why not?
Flaps 40. Palm Springs Tower, Delta 14-08, final 13 right.
Delta 14-08, Palm Springs Tower, runway 13 right, clear to land, wind 110 at 11-18.
13 right, clear land, Delta 14-08. Okay, clearance has been received.
We're 510 Charlie
landing
Juliet, LA
checklist.
Center, cross thermal.
Final
at a
checklist. Engine start
let's
switches
see,
are
10,000.
continuous. Speed brake is armed with a green light. Gear is down 3 greens, and flaps are 40 with a green light. Final checklist complete.
Perfect, thank you. You can give auto throttle right now as well, please.
Okay. Auto throttle is off.
510 Charlie Juliet, standby.
Pappy's there on the left side,
Yep,
I think.
I got it. Yep, I got it. We're
Kind of hard to see.
1 right, 1 red.
1,000.
Check.
Yeah, it's kind of a displaced threshold, so do consider that.
Number 510 Charlie Juliet, yeah, the approach is thermal at or below 17,000. So cross thermal at a maintain 10,000. And you'll have to
Wind's
request
now like on the ground.
13 right.
It's a Vassie, not a Pappy, actually. But yeah, we're in profile.
500.
For 6984 Papa, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
400. 300.
Oxnard Tower 27 Tango midfield.
3037 Tango runway 25 cleared for the option.
Clear for the option. 2537 Tango.
Number 2250 Romeo, contact SoCal
40,
approach 135.
20. 10.
1,500
135.4.
remaining.
And reverse screen.
Yep. Speed brakes up.
1,200 remaining.
6984 Pop, SoCal approach showing out
remaining.
6988.
And
So the
16
1408 exit right when able and taxi to the terminal via whiskey.
600 remaining.
Right when able, whiskey to the terminal, Delta 14-08. See you next time.
For 510 Charlie Juliet,
Ready.
contact SoCal approach 126.7.
Nice firm landing. 250, 249.
100 remaining.
2250 Romeo, SoCal approach, Ontario altimeter, currently 2984.
Alrighty, and we'll get everything cleaned up, please.
Yep. Clean up. Flaps are up.
Spoilers are up.
30 remaining.
Did you get the 100 remaining?
I got the 30 remaining.
Oh yeah, your metric. Okay. It's all looking good then. It's exactly what you're supposed to hear.
Perfect.
Because we're still aligned with the runway and within
510
about 30 meters
Charlie
of the
Juliet,
end.
SoCal
So
approach.
that's kind of a reminder, the last
Thermal
chance
cleared
to
RNAV,
turn off.
Runway 13 right approach. Report 3 miles from the final approach pick.
Are those numbers on the NFD how many feet above or below the train you are? Yes, they are. That's exactly what it is. And yes, this runway is extremely weird. It's not dirty, it's actually... Why is it like this,
Number
Sasha?
6984 Papa, contact John Wayne
kind of
Tower
brown
on
looking.
119.9.
Yeah.
Why is it like that, Gino? It's just the...
Oh, it's just the type of asphalt they used.
Yeah, okay.
I think.
No specific.
I don't. I'm not, you know, a builder, so I couldn't really tell you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I know for a fact that if you look at the pattern exactly, you'll see that it's grooved. But that's really just a kind of surface
John Wayne Tower,
adaptation or something. But it's really I couldn't tell you what kind of material that is. Why it's brown like that, but I know it's really brown like that.
Tower, make straight in,
that is
runway 20 left.
Correct.
Clear to land.
Okay. Very cool.
Straight in.
Ben B, what's going on?
20 left, 84 Papa. Thanks very much.
Just gonna check it out here quickly on Google Maps. Okay, and actually APU can come on, because we will definitely want some air conditioning here.
Yes.
42 degrees. I wouldn't be surprised if we stuck wheels to the asphalt.
Real tear haze, yes sir. It is on and kicking right now.
Ugh, the APU is taking its sweet time to start up. There we go.
Alrighty, parking brake is going on. Good to cut off engines.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, engine number 2. And engine number 1.
Very good. Transponder is standby. And all the other items are going like that. Hydraulics off. Pitot heats off, and seatbelts off, and anti-collision off. Shutdown checklist ready?
Yes, sir, go ahead.
2 flag clear.
Shutdown checklist, fuel pumps are off. Pitot heats off. Hydraulic panel is set, flaps are up. Parking brake is set. Engine start levers are cut off, and weather radar is off. Shutdown checklist is complete. And as you can see, we did not... My sim did not crash this time, so it's probably some change in the model there.
Yeah, that's right. I completely forgot about that. That it does that. I completely forgot that it does that.
Okie doke.
Alrighty, you down for a return flight, or?
It's probably not going to work out if I'm going to be the one flying. It's not really going to look very good on stream.
Okay.
So if you want to, we can, but we'll have to. I will insist that you will fly the Cathedral 1 departure by hand, not by LNAV VNAV.
Alright, fair enough. I'm up for that challenge.
Okie doke.
I'm up for that challenge. Alright, what do we need to do here? Should we disconnect, or...?
We should disconnect from Pilot Edge Connect with the new ID. So,
okay.
What's going to be our new identifier?
I'm not sure. Do we need to reload the plane or anything?
No, that's fixed in version 1.07. Okay. We should be good to fly as is.
Okay, so what do we have to like reset anything, or?
Nope. Just enter in new numbers, refueler, and go.
Right.
Like you do in the real world.
Alright, well then, that's pretty cool. Let me go ahead and just do all this. KPSP is actually free scenery, and the LAS is the Glitter Gulch, which is a payware $25 American. We're going to fly back actually right now into Las Vegas, so it should be fun. We'll get a good view of it. Okay, so Pilot Edge, we'll disconnect from that.
Disconnected.
Alright, so let me go and end my flight, and I'll start up a new flight so we have some numbers and stuff.
And I recommend flight level 230 for their trip back.
Yes. I agree.
260 is kind of optimistic.
Just a tad. Just a tad. 36 minutes flight time.
Yep.
Book it. Book it. It's all book it. It's all counts for something. right?
Totally.
Alright. Let me go up here. Let me go here. Let me go here. Alright, sorry guys for the slight delay. We're just going to, just setting up another flight right now. I'm going to do the return trip.
So preset in the 230 for our cruise altitude.
Okay.
Landing, McCarran is at 2000, I think.
Yes,
Memory.
2170.
Yeah.
2157 or something like that.
Okay. APU, give us cold air.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn the cool all the way down so it cools off the cabin because it's still showing 30 degrees, 29. It's kind of toasty for an airplane.
Alright, so there is no flight plan. There's no plane that flies between these two.
That's fine. Well, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're looking at flight aware?
Yeah.
Okay, so no, never mind. We'll figure something out, ourselves. Well, it'll probably be the cathedral.
I mean, the VA will give me something. Give me a second. We'll see what it does give me. My bookings. Pilot
Not
brief.
KLAS. We're gonna go KPSP. Oh, don't worry. I'll design a route for us in just a second. Cathedral 1 departure, Palm Springs transition. Actually, does Cathedral 1 have a transition further down? Thermal 6. Oh, we don't want to go thermal, fuck that. And we're gonna go Cathedral 1. Yeah, we gotta go 29 Palms after that. So, could we, let's see. What sort of arrivals are there?
We're going to be Delta 1409. I'm just doing our flight plan right now, or the most of it that we can.
Now there is one. It's Clar 2 will work from 29 Palms. It's going to be a bit of a crazy one, but we could fly the entire flight without FMC at all.
Okay.
If you wanted to. Nuh-uh.
You already know my feelings on this.
Okay.
We're not ready for those types of adventures yet. Needed to go in the sob before anything.
So Palm Springs, Victor 370.
So what is it going to be? Just so I can file it?
Oh, hang on. Crap, this thing pooped itself. Cathedral 1. Okay. Yeah,
How do you spell all that?
Hang on, I'll paste it to you over Skype.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. That'll give us a total route of 242 miles. We probably, well, I wouldn't push our luck, so flight level 230 should be fine there.
Alright. Alright, that is sent off. We are Delta 1409.
Did you send it over to Pilot Edge?
Yep.
1409?
Yes, sir. Alright.
Very nice.
Sim brief. Let's see if they were nice with the fuels. Oh yes, a lot nicer with the fuel weights this time. So we're sitting at 0 fuel weight.
Okay, for Delta 1409, I am connected now to pilot edge.
Alright, 0 fuel weight of 41 this time.
Okay.
41, saying airspeed 425. They're giving us flight level 170. Alright, so we'll go 230. That shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
Fuel, they're calling for 7. ISA is plus 15. And winds are going to be 100 at 15. That's all my information. Alrighty. Alright, we are good to go. Back inside the plane.
Okay. And I'll pick up our newest weather.
Alright.
Actually, it shouldn't have changed because we're still in the same time slot, aren't we? Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same.
Okay. You might have to do the fuel.
Oh yeah, what are you loading in?
7, and I'm putting it to instant, and then we're
7 tons
yes, of fuel.
of fuel for this kind of a short trip.
It's what it's calling for.
Okay.
I have no clue why.
7, and I'm reading 3,500 in each tank.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're at 4102. Alright. Alright, that's going to give us a reserve of 4.5. I have no clue why.
Probably the alternate is pretty far away.
Yeah, it is Ontario, but
that's kind of a crazy alternate, but whatever.
yeah.
I mean, at this kind of distance, we could probably just set the alternate back to Palm Springs.
Probably, yeah.
Whatever. KPSP 13 right for departure. Update the weather. And let's see what kind of config. Flaps 1, takeoff 1, D rate should be good. And we'll have 1,200 meters of margin.
Right.
So takeoff 1, and no temperature D rate.
Alright. Flaps 1 again?
Yep.
Alright.
Did you set the TO1 D rate?
Yes. It's the first, into the first one.
Hang on. Because I'm still showing TO here. Can just jump back over to init ref and one limit. You gotta hit TO-1. That's the first. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Alright, now we should be D-rated takeoff. Flaps 1, and that's good for the V-speeds.
Alright.
Set my bugs.
We're gonna be... Oh yeah, I just have to go to init ref index. What did you say? Yes, there we go. So KPSP...
Yes.
over to KLAS. And we are Delta 1409.
Indeed.
Perfect. We'll go
Indeed,
over
we
to
are.
Departures. We're doing the Cathay 1. We're going to get, what, 13 right again? Yes. For departure, no transition.
We're gonna be, hang on, Cathedral 1 Palm Springs, yeah, no transition.
Okay.
Then direct TNP.
Oh,
Actually, we can use the
370.
airway.
Okay.
V Vector 137 Vector 370.
Yeah.
TMP. And arrival
R2.
R2.
Probably going to be into the 7, you think? Or 1?
So the arrivals, I think they said were runways 1 left and 1 right. I plan 1 right for now.
Okay.
Well, 1 left has an ILS,
Yeah.
but 1 right is closer to our parking.
They
And
gave
if
me
you're
1 left last night.
Okay,
but
so
I
we'll
don't know
try
if that
ILS 1
means
left.
anything.
So hit CLAR 2. Hang on, go to the transitions. Back. 1 page left.
What?
Wait, page 1. Yeah, TMP is already selected. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's just use that. And we'll check if there's any discos in there. We'll clear them out. Yeah, it says, yeah, the color one was to take us over to Boulder City. I'd just grab Codno here and just stick it back in. Oh, hang on. Let me just check out the arrival there. Just see if we can shorten it up somehow. Because it's giving us a disco there. Arrivals, Clar 2. Expect radar vectors for visual approach prior to Boulder. Just clear it out. I'll clear it out. Don't worry. Codno. Execute. And yeah, we have a top of climb, we have a top of descent, so everything's happy.
Perfect.
On my side. And you changed your flaps setting, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, I did. I wonder why I didn't do that. Flaps 1.
Okay. I just put in back the V-speeds. Yeah. Okay, cool. Very nice. Very nice. Okay.
Alrighty, I'm going to brief myself with the Clar 2 departure. Give me a second here.
For the Cloud 2 arrival, you mean?
No, sorry, yeah,
or the Cathedral 1?
Cathedral 1.
Oh, yeah, you'll want to take a good hard look at that one, because it's a pretzel. There's a reason why I say I want you to fly it by hand. I don't mean that you gotta fly it manually. I mean, you can use the autopilot if you want to, but I'd like to see you handle a classic VOR departure without any sort of stupid autopilot.
So it looks like we go.
Yeah. Right. So what are we doing here?
Climbing left, turn 100 to cross PSP Vortac R176, then turn left heading 040 to intercept PSP radial 104. Thence, climb via PSP R104 to MRUD, PSP 10 DME, then turn right direct PSP Vortac. If not at MEA/MCA at PSP Vortac, minimums are...
Minimum en route altitude and minimum crossing altitude.
Okay. Climb in PSP Vortac holding pattern until reaching the assigned route flight.
And we're going to be then flying...
we're going MRUD, then
and
basically
the
a right turn.
Yeah. And the minimum en route for Victor 370, if you look over a little bit to the right up, there's minimum crossing altitude for PSP Vortac. For Victor 370, it's 6,200 if we're going northeast. And that's ours.
370?
Yes, Victor 370. Can you see that? Minimum crossing altitude.
Victor 16370?
No, we're going. That's for going west. You want to look one below that. So there's Victor 16.
Oh, I
370.
see Victor 372.
Yeah. Victor 370. It's 6,200 when going northeast, and that's us. That's our version of that.
Okay.
So, and so you can also see it painted there on the chart there. We're going Victor 370, which is going northwest, radial from Palm Springs, radial 053.
Okay.
Outbound. And inbound to 29 Palms is Victor, it's radial 231 inbound.
Jesus. Alright, I'll do my best.
And so one way to do it, in order to do it right, is you wanna switch your display here over to VOR display on your side. We'll want to select nav1 radio, and we'll want to tune in Palm Springs, which is 115.5. So on your nav side, put in 115.5. It's 111.5 right now.
Yep.
You want a 115.5.
Oh,
115.50.
5.
Like this.
Yes, yes, so I'm looking at your comment on my stream. What do you use to play on your flights? Me. I use my virtual airline. Or him. One of the two.
Okay, so 115.5. We can even listen to it. So I'll turn on the radios here. In order to... Crap. We'll now want to identify it. So it's dot dash dash dot. 3 dots. And then dot dash dash dot.
Okay.
PSP. So that's identified. We know that that's the correct VOR we're receiving. And you'll want to scroll your course selector here on your side of the MCP over to 176, which will be the first thing that we'll be crossing over. 176. Heading can go to runway heading for now, which is going to be... well, hang on, what's the runway heading here? Runway heading from runway 13 right is 130. And we'll turn it over to 100 once we're 400 feet above the air, above the ground.
Yep.
Then I'll turn it for you. You just call set heading 100. I'll spin it over. You just follow the flight director, and you'll be watching your VOR down here. You can actually even get the full circle display there if you want to.
Yeah.
And you'll watch the indicator, the magenta indicator there, flip to the as soon as it sort of centers out. That's when you're on radial 176. So then you'll call set heading 040. I'll spin it over back to 040, and you just follow the flight director 040. Then we got to change the course again on this because we have Palm Springs tuned in here, and we'll select radial 104. I can do that for you if you want to.
Okay.
So just fly course, set the course to 104, and as we're again nearing centering that, we'll want to get on that radial. You can use, for example, VOR localizer mode for that on the flight director. Oh, no, I can set that again for you.
Okay.
Then we'll fly 10 DME. DME is displayed on the top left of the navigation display.
Okay.
And 10 DME will turn back to the right and go direct to the VORTAC again. And from there on, we can again retune the radial to 053, and that'll take us out on Victor 370. Then we can engage LNAV, VNAV, and all the goodies. And fly like that from there on out. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Wonderful.
Alrighty.
So you can consider that our departure brief.
Alright, yeah, that was our departure brief. Hopefully I don't fuck it up too bad.
Oh, don't worry. Worst thing is they'll call us out.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm connected as Delta 1409.
Alright, let me connect as well. I'll do the connected @ sign.
Yep. And you know what? I'll tune my side here over to Palm Springs as well so that I can monitor your progress and be able to warn you in case something goes amiss or something.
0 Charlie Juliet off at Golf going
so
to
176 actually. I want my side over to the full
Charlie
VOR.
Signature via whiskey remains frequency.
I'm right now showing we're on radio 1. I can switch it over to radio 2 to pick up clearance. For now I'm going to be turning them off. Okay, so 176. There's 176, and as soon as that centers, we're going to turn heading 040. Okay, wonderful. And you can plan your pushback, and I'll get the pre-flight checklist out of the way.
Alrighty.
Okay, pre-flight oxygen was tested already. Instrument transfer switches are normal. Window heats are on. Pressurization mode selectors auto and ground. Flight instruments have been checked already. Parking brake is set. Just start levers are cut off. Pre-flight checklist complete. I can request clearance.
Alrighty. Go ahead with the clearance.
Okay. Clearance here is... do we have our clearance? What's our vector, Victor?
Victor.
Roger. Clearance interval is 12835.
Radar vector seal meter is fired.
121.9 is ground. 119.7.
6325 is squawk position.
416 Juliet Kilo, read that correct.
We're going to be doing a push on to, I don't know what this is right
This
now.
is a non-movement area here,
Okay.
so we are fine.
Number 978 Alpha Papa, need your ident, please.
I see a jet taking off, a fighter jet. Alright, pushback is planned.
Wonderful. I don't know where you see the fighter. Whatever.
He's off to our right, off to the right.
Yeah, I saw something there, but I wasn't sure what it is. Okay.
978 Alpha Papa, enter left downwind runway, correction, left base runway 29er, report 2 miles up. Niner 78 Alpha Papa, read it back, please.
Somebody.
Cessna 978 Alpha Papa will report 2 miles base runway 29er.
Just gonna grab a drink while you grab clearance, okay?
Sure. Pulse furnace clearance, Delta 1409er IFR to Las Vegas.
So 1409er Palm Springs, clearance clear to Las Vegas, Cathedral 1 departure, Palm Springs, on his file climb and maintain 7,000, expect flight level 2305 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.7, squawk 3234.
Alright, clear to Las Vegas via the Cathedral 1 departure, 29 Palms transition, then S5, maintain 7,000, 230 after 5, departure 126.7 and 3234 in the box for Delta 1409.
1409, are we back? Correct.
32 Tower 37 Tango is clear of runway 25.
34. Transponder is on. And maintain 7,000. It's going to go into the altitude window there.
37 Tango, taxi parking via Foxtrot. Get it.
Got our V2 set.
Taxi parking via Foxtrot.
Wonderful.
Good day. Thanks for your help today.
And runway heading set.
San
Wonderful.
Luis Towers, Cessna 978 Alpha Papa is left base, runway 29er.
978 Alpha Papa, runway 29, clear to land.
Alrighty.
Clear to land, runway 29er.
Okay, we got clearance.
Cessna
Everything
79
according to plan.
Alright.
We are ready for the before start checks for you.
Yeah, let's go for this
16 Kilo,
start checks.
John Wayne Ground, runway 20 right at Kilo, taxi via Bravo Kilo.
Okay, before start checklist, flight deck door is closed and locked. Fuel is 3,500 and the pumps are on.
Vectors for the approach to the Torrance Airport at your 1 o'clock.
Passenger signs are coming on. Windows are locked. MCP. That's your V2 heading altitude.
The field's going to be at your 1 o'clock and
so
1.5 miles when you have the field sight.
130 and 7,000.
Yes, that's our initial climb. They gave us takeoff speeds.
V1132, VR134, and
visual approach, runway 29 right.
CD pre-flight is completed. Rudder and aileron trim is 3 and 0. Taxi takeoff briefing. Well, we know what the taxi is going to be. You're going to be back over Bravo Whiskey and all the way over. It's going to be a long taxi to 13 rights approach end.
Already.
So that's completed. Anti-collision light is coming on. Before start checklist completed.
Perfect. Disengage park brake
Ground
and
to
start
cockpit.
our pushback.
Tow is connected, steering pin is inserted. Pushback commencing.
Alrighty, and we'll fire up engine number 2 again today.
San Luis
Number
Towers,
2.
Cessna 978 Alpha Papa going around.
We have
978 Alpha Papa.
and
Roger,
2 rotation.
Left traffic, runway 29, clear to land.
Enter left traffic, runway 29er.
It's oil pressurizing.
29er. Cessna 978 Alpha Papa.
And 1 rotation. It's going to be spinning up a lot quicker here since we're at lower density, a little lower absolute altitude here.
29881, correct, on the altimeter?
Yes. 2980 actually. Or maybe it's changed again. No, 2980 is the current one.
Alrighty. Cut off switch.
Yep. Started cut off. Cut out actually.
Fire up engine number 1.
Okay, engine number 1, ground.
Comment tower, station 460 Kilo, holding short of 20
And 1.
Kilo.
Oh, sorry, again, 2 rotation.
For departure, IFR.
Oil pressurized.
416 Julie Kilo, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right at Kilo, cleared for takeoff, wind 210.
And then 1 rotation.
Clear takeoff, 20 right, 16G.
2978 is the updated altimeter.
Alrighty.
But
Pushback complete. Tow is disconnected and steering pin has been removed. Have a nice flight.
Nice ground, November 568, Uniform Sierra radio check.
starter cut out.
Bye bye,
Start
bye.
valve closed. Two good engine starts, ready for after starts.
Alrighty, after start check.
After starts. Air conditioning. Yeah.
I'll put my flight director on, yours on.
Yep. Sure.
Nice ground, November 568, Uniform Sierra
First
radio
your
check.
side though.
Yep.
Again, 5 by 5.
My apologies, couldn't hear you there.
Recommend terrain display on your side.
160 kilo contact SoCal departure.
Over to departure, 60 kilo.
Okay. And before taxi checks are ready.
Alrighty, let's go with those.
Before taxi checks, generators are both on. Pitot heat's on. Anti-ice definitely not required. Isolation valve is auto. Engine start switches are continuous. Recall was checked. Auto brake is RTO. Engine start levers are idle to tent. Flight controls
checked.
And flaps are 1 with a green light. Before taxi checklist complete, we can request taxi here.
John Wayne clearance, good afternoon, Delta 428. It's requesting IFR clearance to Santa Barbara.
160 kilo SoCal departure.
Wonderful,
radar
somebody
contact,
requesting
climb
clearance, so now we're going to be
4000,
here for a
direct
while.
features on the navigate.
And Palm Springs ground Delta 1409 are short of Bravo at the apron, ready to taxi with the weather.
Delta 1409er, Palm Springs ground runway 13 right, taxi via Whiskey Lima.
Whiskey Lima 13 right, Delta 1409.
Delta 428 clear to Santa
Okay.
Barbara, heading 170.
Clear
radar
right,
vectors,
and you want to
downwind
always
resident
turn on your
file,
taxi
climb,
light to make
maintain
sure anybody
1,
who's ahead of
correct
you
5,000,
knows that
expect
you're about to move the
10,000,
airplane.
5
Are we going
minutes
right
left.
or
I
straight?
turn right over
Departure
here.
frequency 128.1, squawk 2741.
Repeat the squawk for Delta 428.
2741.
Okay, AP, you can come off. 2 minutes cool off has been achieved.
Roger, Delta 428.
Clear on the right.
Airport,
on the left.
170, then radar vectors to...
And now you want to also turn over to the left here to the 90 degree.
After 5 minutes.
Make sure you don't get the 45
28.1,
degree to the left here,
2741 on the
because
box,
that'll take you onto the
Delta
runway.
Yeah.
Bad karma.
Delta 428, read that correct.
I'll turn on the runway turnoffs as well. Alright, clear the apron.
Clear of the apron. Auto throttle armed.
Okay. That's, you know, that's just in case for whatever reason the auto throttle got...
Yep.
In case the auto throttle engaged, we don't want to be blasting the apron. Because when these things go, that's like a 300 meter or 200 meter dead zone behind the airplane where things would just fly.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good at all.
Well, it'll blow cargo containers around.
San Luis Towers, Cessna 9078 Alpha Papa is clear, runway 29er.
978 Alpha Papa, taxi parking via Alpha, remain this frequency.
Taxi to Alpha, remain with you. Cessna 978 Alpha Papa.
I'm gonna go get a burrito after we do this flight.
Lucky you.
Yeah, I am. Just opened a shop right around the corner from me.
Mm-hmm.
Winning.
Pure epic.
I hope you guys are liking the live stream. For those of you still involved, sorry that took so long. We had to do a short little turnaround.
Oh, this was a reasonably quick turnaround, actually.
It was actually pretty reasonably quick, I will say that.
For a 737, normally the turnarounds for a 73 is about 20 to 30 minutes, so I think we are okay.
That's it.
We didn't suck too bad.
Nope.
But you want to go all the way here to the end of this taxiway, so just keep going, keep going.
Okay.
Don't worry about turning just yet, we got plenty of time.
Number 432, contact LA Center 126.35.
Okay, departure was 1267, that's tuned in. Towers 119.7, that's tuned in. Radio number 1. Very good. Actually, the airport closes at... Let's still got plenty of time.
This airport actually closes?
Yep, sure. Tower is only available from 1400 to 0700 Zulu.
Is that real life? Or
2250 Romeo,
That's
contact
real.
Torrance Tower, good day.
Wow, so it closes.
Yes.
And what time
I mean,
is that in Zulu?
On Pilot Edge...
Are we...
On Pilot Edge, I think all control towers close at the same time as Pilot Edge globally.
Okay. Are we taking a right here or we keep going?
No, keep going. Keep rolling.
Inbound on the visual approach.
Just follow the little
Right.
bend there. Don't run off onto the grass, or actually probably gravel over here in Palm Springs.
Land.
There's not going to be much grass around here.
Romeo.
Okay, I'll get the taxi checks out of the way. Flight controls have been checked. Flaps are one with a green light.
Good evening.
Trims, what are going to be? What are our trims supposed to be?
3.6.
3.6. So I need to correct that. There's about 3.6 and 0 on the ailerons and 0 on the rudder. Cabin report. We'll pretend that we received that.
Clipper 432 LA Center, Roger.
And this
Verify
is
you
our
have,
whole chart
Dagon
here, so I'll
Airport site
call
that's at your 12 o'clock in 40
in on
miles.
tower.
Okay, yeah, the airport is at about 40 miles.
You can take
away
either
from you.
turn
For
here.
now, just continue on
Don't
your
worry.
flight plan.
It's a wide. It's basically just a wide lineup point.
Yeah.
But no point in her.
Correction 115, Limburg clearance cleared to the John Wayne Airport, Pebble 6
fuck,
departure,
another
Seal
clearance.
Beach transition, then direct. Climb via SID, except maintain 10,000, departure 119.6, squawk 4057.
I don't need first strokes just yet. And the lights.
Pebble 6, climb via SID, expect 1,000. Departure frequency 119.6
You're gonna have to stop.
and squawk 4757, Royal 115.
Royal 115, that squawk is 4057.
Especially if you make a mistake in the clearance.
Royal 115, readback is correct.
Palm Springs Tower, Delta 1409, short of 13, alright, ready for departure.
Delta 1409, Palm Springs Tower, runway 13 right, cleared for takeoff. Wind 110 at 11, gust 18.
13 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 1409er.
416, Kilo Roger,
runway's
I
clear.
did copy that.
Approaching.
And
1,
I'll
3,
set the throttles
right.
and if you could hit
2250 Romeo
Toga
X
for me,
left
that'd
on
be great.
Charlie and parking
Sure.
via Charlie Alpha. Good day.
Parking via Charlie Alpha. Good day, thanks.
Okay, we're all lit up. Everybody in the cabin is sit their asses down.
Yes, it's departure time.
On
Alrighty,
runway.
and Toga.
1, 3,
Okay.
right.
Thank you. Wait, why did that disconnect?
Right.
Not sure why we're getting the...
Yeah, it's probably a bug there.
Yeah.
Disregard. $80 knots.
Checked.
Okay, it was the speed brake.
Was it not
V1,
armed or because it
rotate.
was armed?
Because it was armed.
Okay. Positive rate.
Positive rate. Gears coming up.
Clipper 432.
Alrighty, so
Clipper
400
432,
feet, we're going to be turning
you cleared
left.
direct.
Heading 100 set.
Hector's
Get
not in your
LNAV
route.
on for me.
He's kind of out of your way.
Yeah, you wanted to do it manual, right?
Oh yes, that's right. Sorry, we'll do it manual. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Hardcore. So heading select.
Yeah, Clipper 432,
0,
clear direct, Daggett, descend and maintain.
Flight level change. How about that?
No, we could all hand fly it too.
But yeah, flight level change for the pitch mode.
432, 8,000
Yep,
is the
let's
lowest
do
I'm
that
going to be
then.
able to get you anywhere. If I was to
Okay,
send you
and
direct
accelerate
tractor,
up
you
to
would've
clean
the lowest
speed,
I
so
would've been able to go is
210. So just hand fly heading
Yep.
0.
Delta 1409, contact, SoCal departure.
Over to departure, Delta 1409.
Alrighty, and the magenta's starting to come, so that means...
Yep, slowly, stay here.
Okay.
SoCal departure, Delta 1409, passing 2.7 for 7,000.
Delta 1409,
Now turn.
SoCal departure, radar contact, climb maintain
040.
13,000.
Left. Climb maintain 13,000, Delta 1409.
Sorry, that's my fault. Can you get flaps up, please?
Flaps up.
We'll go for 250, 247.
Actually,
432, the field
220
speed
should be
12
good
o'clock,
here on the speed.
5 miles
Okay.
report when you have it in sight.
Okay, next is gonna be radial 104. So as soon as you see that coming in, get ready to intercept it.
Okay.
I can select the... Actually, hang on. Radial 104. Yeah, radial 104. And I can set you up for VOR localizer there, like that.
So next is what? Right heading...
Just after it centers, you want to follow the localizer there. Okay, climb maintain 13,000 is what they gave us, so we'll do that.
So am I going left or right?
Right.
To 140?
Yes. 104.
104.
Follow the flight director is basically what you got to do at this point. You overshot it. Pull back a little. You want to climb a little bit higher, faster, because you're overspeeding. Just follow the flight director. Follow the flight director. It's giving you the correct directions.
Okay.
All right, because you're off the radial there. You overshot it.
Okay.
You'll see it on the pilot edge thingy there, the live the map later on.
Yeah.
Right, so go back now. We're 8.5. Coming up on 9 miles, and once we hit 10 miles, that's MRUD. That's when we want to sort of turn.
Our contact LA Center 136, correction 126.35.
2635 for Delta 1409er. And now you want to turn back to the right here, so I'll give you a heading here and follow that. Just follow the flight director. Los Angeles Center, Delta 1409 are passing 12000 for 13000.
Level 1409 LA Center, climb maintain for level 230.
Climb maintain 230, Delta 1409er. It's a handful, isn't it?
It is. I couldn't even imagine doing this like by yourself.
Solo. Yeah, it's kind of a fucky thing trying to do. Try and maintain 220 knots because you're going to have trouble intercepting back onto the radio there. Back. Actually, hang on. We're good like that. Still on level change here. Okay, and I want to check my courses here.
Clipper 432, clear visual approaching the Daggett. You plan on catching IFR now? 432, roger, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Good day.
Like that about theirs. Keep turning, keep turning.
Yep.
It's basically the trouble here. If you go too fast, you can't make the turnaround in a tight circle.
Yeah.
That's why I said maintain 220. It's probably just about enough to catch up on this thing. I know it can be done. I've already done it in the 737.
Delta 428, John Wayne ground. You can reset your transponder 7341 and
your localizer
approved tail south.
Okay, we'll reset the 7341.
Yes, just follow the flight director and it'll guide you in.
428.
Nice. Okay, now we're inbound. 9.5 from the VOR.
Seems to be working now.
And now we can accelerate to, let's say, 250.
46 Juliet Kilo, clearance still valid. Squawk 4252, correction, 5242. Contact the ground when we're ready for deployment.
5242 on the squawk now. Wasn't shooting.
Just as we're coming up on station passage there, I'll make a turn to the right here. Just don't worry about it for now. Okay. To the left a little. Flight director showing for me. Now we're past
my ground
0,000.
Station F1 shooting Kilo. Got Quebec. West Radbury.
And yeah, we're coming again close to Palm Springs. If you look out the left window, if you have a touch of a moment.
Yep.
And we'll be turning over to the. We can do an early turn here. Let's say about like at that kind of a heading. And I'll retune you here to 053 radial. That'll take us out to 29 Palms.
Lindbergh Tower, Royal 115, that's spot 2.
I'll reset our
altimeter setting.
Altimeter setting here.
Royal 115 Limber ground, runway 27, taxi.
You can go IAS
Bravo,
mode.
transponder out.
Speed 293.
27 via Bravo and transponder.
I'm messing you up, aren't I?
Nope.
There you go, you overshot it.
No, we're good. We got this.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not too worried about it. This is en route VOR navigation. It's kind of not accurate anyway.
Can fly in it the whole time.
Oh yeah.
John McGrath, did you read my last
Management this and doing ADC communications.
So he's transmitting on the frequency and it's completely broken and unreadable.
It's not us.
416 Juliet Kilo, John Wayne ground, runway 20 right, taxi via Bravo Kilo.
20 right, Bravo Kilo.
I'll do the after takeoffs here. Imagine doing ADC and everything here with this.
Yeah, no.
And in bad weather. And you've basically got your IFR training about that. That's what it's about. And you don't have a flight director. You got to fly based on raw data.
No thanks.
Okay.
And John Wayne ground, Delta 428 has the weather. We're ready for taxi.
The 428 John Wayne ground, runway 20 right, taxi via Alpha Lima, hold short 20 left.
20 right via Alpha Lima, we'll hold short 20 left.
And yeah, we're sequencing correctly, by the way, on the waypoints there. We flew it exactly as it expected it to. Okay, follow the VOR radio there. And we can engage the autopilot if you want to.
Station 416 kilo, holding short 20 right at kilo and ready for departure.
I'm quite enjoying this right now.
We're coming up on cruise altitude, that's why.
Yeah, let's do that actually.
Takeoff, the wind
Okay.
220 at 10.
VNAV.
Takeoff to
Well, right now we're on VORs, but we can go over to LNAV and VNAV. There we go. Quite a workout, eh?
That was fun though.
Hang on.
Glad
just
I had you with, I'm not sure what's going on here.
Now he's turning us incorrectly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back into heading mode, don't worry.
Already did that, yeah, okay.
Probably have to go direct to something TNP. After TNP it should pick it up.
Yeah, it's drawn some sort of a crazy pretzel there at a route down. So I'll take it direct to TMP.
Yeah. Good.
AK, engage LNAV.
416 kilo contact SoCal departure.
Actually, I found this out the other day.
Yeah, we'll just SoCal departure.
Oh, you disengage the autopilot. Oh, there you go. And we can take the fasten seat belts off now. I think we're shaking them around enough.
Yes, we're good.
416 kilo SoCal departure, radar contact, maintain 4000, turn right direct, seal lead, resume on navigation.
Very good.
Very good indeed, sir.
So, there you go. That's just kind of how we fly a bit of a more complicated VOR departure.
Yeah.
It's not the worst, especially if you get the rhythm right. Once you're sort of set up for everything, you're pretty good.
20 left, 20 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 428.
I'm gonna listen to the Las Vegas ATIS. Okay, we have information alpha generated from about 30 minutes ago. Wind is 090 at 5, so from the east. Clouds at few at 1,000, so pretty much no clouds. 10 miles visibility, 43 degrees C, -4 dew point, so extremely dry and hot air. Typical summer.
Yeah.
Altimeter is 2981 and visual 1 left and right are in use for approach.
Alrighty. Probably get one right.
Yeah, we'll probably get one right. Well, if not, we can ask for it.
By 5.
So yeah. And our top of descent is about 60 miles away.
We could have gone higher, but it's okay.
Could have, but we're not paying for the fuel, are we?
No, exactly.
So who cares?
We're just in it for the ride.
Yeah.
That's it.
Alright, the arrival here starts at 29 pounds. We're already in it.
701 Juliet Romeo, calling
Jopnu,
contact ground.
Goffs. Then turn left. Direct Clar at 13,000.
428 contact SoCal departure.
Clar is at 13,000 in the FMC. Skiber, Isar, Ipumi, and I expect actually from Clar we'll probably get a direct to the airport, and then we'll just get a once we got the field visual, and we should not have any trouble spotting it here. We'll just get visual 1 right and just take it in by hand. From Clar to the field is about 30 miles, 35 miles maybe. Yeah, probably 35 miles. 13,000. Well, it's going to be a bit. We'll have to use speed brakes to get from Clar at 13,000 down to the runway. It's 9,000 difference. 20. Actually, we should be okay maybe without speed brake, but do consider that speed brake might be needed from Clar. I don't know if you got the arrival there ahead of you. Okay. And you're munching on something I can hear. So you're jumping down on some nuts.
15, holding short to 7 left.
Wonderful. 2,900 meter runway,
428 SoCal departure radar contact.
46 meters wide, grooved surface. Bit of a displaced threshold. So we probably have about 2,800 meters of landing distance available.
Copy wind, clear for takeoff 27, Royal 15.
Actually, we can see that it's 2,560 meters. So even less than that. Actually, yeah. $2,600.
Santa Catalina, resume navigation.
2640 is the landing distance available. Elevation of the runway is 2,170 feet. It's got a 150 meter displaced threshold. It's got a PAPI on the left, 3 degrees. The initial point for an RNAV approach starts about 15 miles out at 6,900. So you can use that as a cross check. Once we're about, well, let's say 10 miles out, we want to be at about 5,000. So we can use that as cross check points. What sort of speed brake? I'm sorry, what sort of auto brake do you want? Okay, set in. I'll leave that up to your while flying. You can set your airplane up wherever you want. I'm basically just the autopilot here. Only worse at flying. I don't know if you've ever done an auto land in this thing. Have you tried it? It's pretty good. It lands very smooth. Yes? Yes. And you should engage both autopilots once you've intercepted the flight slope. Then you just hit Command B as well. They'll both light up, and you'll see that's in the real airplane that engages the second autopilot commander, the second autopilot computer.
Okay.
So that in case you have they can commands, and in case one of them starts giving bad commands, they'll disconnect to warn you.
Gotcha.
It's called a fail passive.
Gotcha.
Boeing 757s and up already have a fail active mode where they have 3 autopilots. That's why you see the left, center, and right autopilot on them.
Okay.
And they are able to do so-called fail
What does
active.
Royal 115,
CWS
contact
stand for?
SoCal departure.
CWS is
it's
control
back.
wheel steering.
Okay.
Delta 428, contact SoCal approach.
It's a kind of a crazy feature of the 737 where it'll allow you,
Kilo, contact SoCal
where
approach,
if you put in a little bit of
129.
excessive pressure on the yoke in some direction, in one of the axes,
Delta
for example.
1409, contact LA Center 126.35.
2635, Delta 1409er.
The 1409, correction 134.65.
3465, Delta 1409er. LA Center, Delta 1409, flight level 230.
The 416 Chile Kilo SoCal approach, Los Angeles altimeter 2988. Delta 428 Avalon altimeter 2993. Royal 115 SoCal departure, radar contact. Delta 1409 LA Center, cross FLAR and to maintain 13,000 and 250 knots. Las Vegas altimeter currently 2981.
Clara at maintain 13,000, 250 knots, 2981 on the altimeter, Delta 1409er. Okay, so simply just going to confirm what we already knew is going to be the case. We've already got that programmed in anyway. It's on the arrival.
Yes, sir.
It's just reiterating that. So control wheel steering is a feature of the 737 that Boeing, for whatever reason, built in. It's a kind of a quirky feature. Nobody really uses it, where it allows you to disengage the autopilot servos in one axis, and it's engaged by pushing or turning the control wheel. That's what the yoke is called. It's called the control wheel. And if you exceed a certain force, it'll disengage the autopilot servos in that axis. It'll allow you to manually sort of steer it. And when you let go of the yoke, it'll maintain that pitch, either the roll or the pitch that you've selected there. And then you can re-engage the autopilot back on the appropriate channel, so either pitch or roll, by setting some MCP value there. On the IXEG, this feature is simulated in the settings. If you look in the preferences, you'll see a CWS threshold value.
Yeah.
It's called joystick CWS dead zone, and that's the amount of yoke deflection you have to give it before it engages control while steering in any axis. And you can see how it sort of measured that. If you slightly move the yoke now, you'll see that it sort of starts drawing like little red lines. I have mine set all the way to the right because I don't want to use control wheel steering. So in case I accidentally bump the yoke, I don't want it to disengage the autopilot. I want it to keep on the autopilot. I don't like control wheel steering, and I don't know of anybody who really uses it. Okay, want to maintain Clara at maintain 13,000. We got the auto brake set in. Approach ref is going to be what?
131.
Okay, 126, 131, thank you. I just want to set up my bucks, you know.
Yep.
126, 131. So I'm going to set a bug on 150, 170, and 190. That's the flaps maneuvering speeds.
Romeo.
Yep. Just go around.
You're still calling the tower frequency. You need to contact ground with your request.
Because on Boeing's, when you do a go around, you hit toga, you select flaps 15 on positive right, then gear up. Okay, Clara at maintain 13,000, or you already got that set in the MCP, wonderful. They'll hand us over to approach control as soon as we're nearing Clara. You keep an eye on the VNAV descent just to make sure that it's not fucking up.
Yep.
And with your newly found manual VOR flying skills, you'll be able to hand fly this thing no issue.
That's right.
It's not an RNAV arrival, by the way, so we could fly this again with just VORs.
Okay.
All the points are defined either as DME or intersections. Actually, flying without DME is kind of fun. DME is a bit of a convenience feature.
791 to the runway, you are still on the tower frequency.
Ooh, somebody... amateuring out.
791 to the Romeo, that is not what you're calling up on, so make sure you're able to operate your frequencies on your aircraft.
We're 25 minutes in the air, by the way, and we're atop a descent.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Row 115, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
Give them a ding.
Level 428, contact LA Center 135.5.
Wonderful.
Camarillo Tower, November 5, 9906 Alpha, radio check.
7 by 5.
5996 Alpha, that you're 5 by 5 and you just stepped on somebody.
My apologies. Thank you very much, though.
2981.
701 to the Romeo.
We have the weather there.
You're
so,
still
yeah.
calling up on the tower frequency 128.35. It's actually the alternate tower frequency.
Yep, the prediction there with the green banana shows us crossing 3000 just ahead of CLAR, and then we have a deceleration segment. That's what the little green circle there means.
Okay.
In case you were wondering, that means decelerate.
Gotcha. Yeah, he wants CLAR for
428
250.
LA Center, Camarillo
Yes.
altimeter 2986.
Which is exactly what they requested us to do.
Row 115, SoCal approach, John Wayne altimeter 2988, clear direct seal deep.
Going around November 791 Julie Thunder, we are currently at the parking requesting to active for the bad with the weather.
791 to the Romeo, you are calling the wrong ground frequency, on the ground frequency for the west side of the airport.
Okay. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
pre-select my barometric here, 2981.
Yep.
You can set the weather radar pit nose down a little bit, but yeah, we got no weather.
No, it looks like it's clear.
It's completely clear.
You can turn terrain on. Turn terrain
Yep.
on, actually.
Yeah, that would be useful here. Okay, transition altitude. I'm sorry, transition level. And I'm reading
1409,
17.
contact Vegas approach 125.9.
125.9, Delta 1409. Was 125.9, right?
Yep.
I heard it right.
Going around November 791
Altimeter setting.
Yeah,
we are currently the
plugging out on the altimeter setting.
requesting
Call it there
to
for me.
Active with the pattern work.
Vegas approach, Delta 1409, passing 16,500, descending with the CLAR 2 arrival. We have the weather.
Delta 1409er, Vegas approach, good afternoon. Altimeter 2981 after CLAR, fly heading 040, correction, 050, vectors visual approach, 1 left.
After CLAR, 050, vectors visual 1 left, and 2981 on the altimeter, Delta 1409er. Yep, as we said.
The aircraft type, please.
I'm good with that. It's
Exactly.
going to be a beautiful approach into the city.
Oh yeah, we're going to be running all along that main road.
Yes, sir. It's going to be beautiful.
Yellowbrook Road.
Flew into it last night. It was
701 Juliet,
gorgeous, gorgeous,
Romeo,
gorgeous.
Roger, runway 20 right at Kilo, taxi via Bravo, Kilo.
So you said after CLAR, right?
Yep. CLAR, we're
Okay,
in
for
040.
050.
Via Bravo.
05.
Kilo,
Yeah, you're right.
November 791 Julie.
And he gave us no
701
further
Romeo,
descents.
20
Nope.
right at Kilo, taxi via Bravo, Kilo.
So yeah, we'll want to, it'll level off, it'll give us
20 right
altitude hold at
via
3000, and then just punch in
Bravo.
heading select once we get to the turn.
Yep.
701 to the Romeo, again,
After it starts to
it's
turn
20
there,
right
I'd say
at
that's
Kilo.
sort of
So
a good
runway
point.
20 right at Kilo, and you're going to taxi there via Bravo and Kilo.
Just for your reference, I can set in the ILS for you for the parallel,
Kilo,
just in case you need
we're
it,
gonna taxi there,
for a
fly
little
at
bit of
Bravo.
assistance in
Well, we got
lining up.
one left, so it's going to be 110.
Oh right, one.
Romeo,
Yeah,
that is correct. And,
you're right.
the
You're
frequency
totally
tank would
right.
Be stressful.
110.1.
Diagram and dial the right frequency to begin with.
And front course is 010.
I did everything right. I find out what I have to do. I have to press A, and then I have to choose.
Okay, there's
the,
Clar. I'd
frequency
recommend
in
the
box, and
heading
then
select
you
now.
guys see which
It's already
frequency
on.
I'm on.
Wonderful.
Just letting you know that on
Damn
the
it, you're
airport
fast.
diagram for John Wayne, it'll actually tell you which frequency is the correct one for the side of the airport you're on.
I'm gonna set
So
my
what I'm
side
saying
over
is if you
to
look at
that
the airport
VOR as
diagram,
well.
You should be able to call up the right frequency every time.
Okay, we'll do that. November 791, Julie Drummer.
And yeah, we'll ignore LNAV and VNAV from now on. We're on vectors. And we can do the approach checks. How about that?
Yep.
Okay. Hang on, my yoke is kind of going ape shit here. Approach. Okay, just do the recall check. Let's check cabin control.
Vegas ground.
Auto brake is 2. Speed bugs are set and altimeters are set and cross checked.
At Alpha 8.
Approach checks are completed.
Bravo 4, Bravo Alpha 8.
7 left at Alpha 8.
I'm gonna set in the standby pressurization in case we need it. We shouldn't, but in case we do, it's ready to go. And since it gave us that we can expect an approach.
Delta 1409er, descend and maintain 7,000.
Descend and maintain 7,000, Delta 1409er. Since he gave us an expect for the
Royal 115, descend
Speed's
and maintain
bugging out
5,000
again.
and traffic for you
okay.
at 2 o'clock,
Can you,
3.5 miles, same direction, DFR.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
10,500.
Oh yeah, hang on. You gotta engage LNAV level change.
416 Julie Kilo, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
Okay. Where are you going?
Yeah, why
Heading.
is it...
hang
Delta
on.
428, clear direct Quang. Descend and maintain 9er.
Heading select, hit
Yeah,
heading.
I got it,
Contact
yeah,
Santa
yeah.
Barbara approach 120.5.
Why is the speed... There we go.
It's giving you control wheel pitch. You're hitting
Oh,
on
no.
the yoke.
No, I'm not. Not hitting on anything. I'm not even close to my yoke.
Well, it's bugging out and it says control wheel steering pitch on my side. Is it saying anything
Kilo, SoCal
No.
on the primary flight display?
Nope.
285, even approach request.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
46 Juliet Kilo, Roger.
Okay.
Wait, now it's saying it's
462 Kilo,
CWSP.
fly heading
Well, it's because you're probably
correction,
bumping your yoke
340.
or you have your control wheel
For now,
steering
back to
threshold
the
set way
approach
too low on the joystick CWS dead zone and the preferences. Roll it all the way up to the right.
Royal 115, the John Wayne Airport at your 3 o'clock and 6.5 miles. Report when you have it inside.
The CWS dead zone, you want to have it all the way to the right.
Yeah, it's all the way to the right.
Okay, and then re-engage the autopilot. And you want to hit
115
level
with the full
change.
approach from Seal Beach.
Okay, level change, and now we're back in autopilot
Royal
control.
115, Roger. Cross Seal Beach, out to maintain 4,000. Cleared ILS
That was
runway 20 right approach.
Yeah. Anyways, there's the
Definitely
city.
didn't touch anything on the yoke.
Weird.
Wasn't even close to it. I was sitting back in my chair, taking in the sights.
416 Kilo, the Whiteman Airport.
Yeah, there's the
Okay,
city.
coming up on
8.5
10,500
miles.
feet.
Yep. Get the landing lights on. The cabin ring.
Okay. I turn all the lights on. Feel free. Got the approach checklist out of the way.
Delta
Gentlemen, clearance Skyline 209 Kilo, Augusta, VFR departure to
11
the
o'clock
northeast
and
with
14
Bravo.
miles. Report when you have it in sight.
Negative flight
Field
following.
is inside Delta 1409er.
Delta 1409, clear visual approach, runway 1 left.
Cleared visual 1 left, Delta 1409er. Okay, turn now.
You put us so high.
Yeah, he did.
Dickish move. Dickish moves.
Okay. Yes, he did.
Right.
We can circle, we
Can
can
you
make
put out,
a...
flaps 1, please?
We're too fast for that. 240 knots.
240?
Oh yeah.
Alright.
I'd recommend doing a left orbit here.
Yeah, we almost have to. I mean, unless we can ditch this out.
Even with the speed
Yeah,
brakes.
no, even with the speed brakes, we're not doing anything.
Yep. I mean, you can pull out the speed brake and we'll just circle. We'll make a little orbit here.
Are we allowed to do that?
Yep.
Okay.
When on visual, we are allowed to maneuver pretty much as we want. 118.7 Delta 1409, we have to make a left orbit here on the runway final.
I lost radio contact as well, by the way.
Okay. 118.75 Delta 1409 will request it with the tower. Fuck, there's somebody else on the frequency. Las Vegas Tower, Delta 1409 final. I'm sorry, visual 1 left, and we gotta do an orbit here in front on the final. Okay. 1 left cool land, and the left 360 is approved, Delta 1409. Okay, do the 360. Do the boogie. I can throw out some flaps now.
Yep. Go flaps 5.
Okay. Flaps 5 is already good. Flaps 5 is in. And you can use full speed brake if you want to.
No, it's fine. We're good now. We got lots of time.
Okay, I'll turn off the flight director. How about that?
Yep.
Okay. Speed is 190. You can do a 180 here. We're pretty good.
Think so?
Yeah, yeah. We were coming up already anyway, but... Oh yeah, we're good, don't worry.
Yeah, I don't hear radios, by the way, now. I don't know
Ah,
that.
okay.
If you can switch it over to 1, maybe?
It is. 118.75.
Very weird. Pilot edge, am I still connected? Yeah, I'm still connected.
Hang on, don't worry, I'll solve it for you. Turn, and keep the nose down. We don't want to be keeping the altitude. We want to lose the altitude, man.
Yeah.
170,
too,
read that correct.
Too early to turn
Southwest
now.
186, Limburg clearance, cleared to Las Vegas, Pebble 6,
Oh, right.
departure, Santa Catalina transition,
Right.
then as filed. Climb via SID, except maintain 15,000.
I want to maintain about
Deck by level
6,000, I think.
290, 5 minutes after departure.
Okay. Well, you're
Walk
4,000 feet above
4221.
ground level, so...
Okay, Vegas, Pebble 6, Catalina, then is filed, cleared to 15, listed 29015, 4221, Southwest 186.
You're above
186,
profile,
read back is
still.
correct. Royal 115, traffic, 2 o'clock, 5 miles, southeastbound, VFR aircraft, altitude gates 3,900.
You'll want to have heading about like that.
Camarillo Tower, November 5,
That'll put you on a
996
base.
Alpha is 5 miles out with
Okay.
Victor at 1,900 feet. Full stop. Taxi back.
I mean, I'd throw out some gear now. How about that?
Yep.
Okay, gear's coming down, and
last
flaps
year,
15.
Camarillo Tower, second, your call sign only.
Yes, sir. That's November 5, 996
Flaps 15?
Alpha.
Yep.
5996 Alpha, Camarillo
Okay,
Tower,
flaps
make straight
15.
in, runway 26, clear to land.
Speed's coming back
Straight in
to
26, clear to land,
160.
96 Alpha.
That's a good
American
speed for
985,
flaps
clear to
15.
Vegas, Pebble 6 departure,
And
Santa
speed
Catalina
brake is
transition, then
armed.
Asphalt, climb via acidic 7, maintain 15,000. Expect flight level 310, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 3745.
And about
995.
now would be a
straight
good
to,
time to
Las Vegas
start
via
the turn.
6 departure, Santa Catalina, then as climb to the acidics that maintain 15,000
Yes.
departures on.
Slow turn there.
119.6.
Very nice. Like that. Keep it coming. Like that.
Squawking 3745, American 995.
American 995, read back correct. New mic sounds good.
Groovy, thank you, sir.
Base Tower, Southwest 2895, radio 7 left.
Yeah, like this, if you keep this bank,
Southwest,
we'll just about intercept the localizer there.
Perfect.
Almost
Can you
on
get-
profile.
Southwest 2895, Vegas Tower,
Get
runway
flaps
7
or
left at Alpha
speed
8,
131.
clear for takeoff.
Okay, speed
The wind
131,
100 at
and
5.
we'll increase flaps, so flaps 30.
Go for takeoff 7 left. 2895.
Runway Tower,
2895, 7 left at Alpha 8.
There we go on profile, and just about on the localizer. I can set in the localizer for you, or do you want to do it fully visual?
Vegas Tower,
Yeah,
one
we'll go
departure
full
prior
visual.
arrival, 7 off, 7 left.
Roger that, Delta 14 Tor 09.
For 701 Juliet Romeo, runway 20 right, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, November 79131, thank you.
We're 209 Kilo, John Wayne clearance. Say again your request.
Yes, sir.
Flaps 209 Kilo. Krista,
Flaps 40.
to the northeast.
Final items.
And we have Bravo.
Engine start switches are continuous. Speed brake is armed with a
209
green
Kilo,
light.
type aircraft, please.
Gear is down to 3 lights,
Cessna
and
182
flaps
Takeoff.
are 40 green light. Final checklist completed. A little low.
209 Kilo, Roger, on departure, fly heading 080, maintain VFR at or below 3,000. Departure frequency is 128.1, squawk 5227.
If it helps you, I can turn on your ILS flight director again.
80, maintain VFR at or below 3,000. Frequency 128.1, squawk 5227.
209 Kilo, read back correct. Delta 428, Santa Barbara, 12
I will take
o'clock,
throttles
6 miles.
up,
Report when you have it
please.
set. Delta 428, clear visual approach to runway 25. Contact the tower, 109.7.
Manual throttle is engaged on your side, so yeah, there you go. Exactly on profile now.
Number clearance, Southwest 404 in Las Vegas, please.
Southwest 404, clear to Vegas. Pebble 6 departure, Santa Catalina transition, then as filed, climb via SID, except maintain 15,000.
A little
Expect
high.
flight level 270, 5 minutes after departure.
1,000.
Squawk 1465. Hold your read back, please.
It's busy.
Yeah, it is very busy.
Royal 115 at
You can hear the
11,
controller now,
contact
right?
runway
Yep.
tower 126.8.
I can.
The 416 Julia Kilo, exit left, taxi parking via Alpha. Have a good one.
Taxi parking bar Alpha, thanks for your help.
Approaching 01 left.
500.
Burbank ground, United 170 at Terminal Alpha, looking for taxi.
At a 170 Burbank
400.
ground, runway 15, taxi via Alpha.
We're looking
cross
golden.
26.
A little low,
Light slow.
maybe.
Light slow.
Alright, 15 via
Light
Alpha, cross
300.
26 United.
Light
You want me to kill it?
Yeah.
Light slow.
Santa Barbara Tower, Delta 428. Looks like we're over the field here. What would you
Light
like us
slow.
to do?
Light
Delta
slow.
428, Santa Barbara Tower. What
Light
would you like to do? You
200.
tell me.
Light slow.
Visual
Light
for
slow.
25 would be preferred.
Light slow.
Okay, Delta 428,
Light slow.
I got that.
100.
You're already on the visual
Light
approach,
slow.
and it looks like you're not going to make runway, so let me know
Light
what you would
slow.
like to do.
40. 30. 20.
I'd like to take a visual downwind
10.
if able. I don't need to do any instrument approach here.
Delta 428, okay, Roger. Looks like you need a right
1,800
360. So right
remaining.
360 is approved, runway 25.
Speed break up.
1,500 remaining. 1,200 remaining.
John Wayne ground sky, 209 Kilo, West
900
ramp with Bravo, ready for taxi.
209 at Kilo, John Wayne ground, runway 20 right at Kilo, taxi via Bravo Kilo.
600 remaining.
20 right at Kilo via Bravo
60
Kilo,
knots.
209 at Kilo.
Southwest 2895, contact Vegas departure.
300 remaining.
And Camry
Alrighty,
Tower,
clean
November
everything up.
5996 Alpha is
Okay.
clear Bravo. And we'd like to taxi back to the runway.
Southwest 2895, Vegas Tower.
Yeah, we can exit right over here, and we gotta stop short. Stop short of that.
So the 1409er, which terminal are you headed to?
Delta.
Headed to Delta terminals, Delta 1409er.
So the 1409er, Roger, cross 1 right, Delta terminal via Delta Gulf Charlie, monitor ground.
Delta terminal, cross 1 right, Delta Charlie, and so Delta Gulf Charlie, and monitor ground 121.9er United. I'm sorry, Delta 1409er.
Alright, Delta 428, that's not a right 360. A right
Approaching.
360 would have been a right 360
9
degree turn,
left.
land runway 25. Enter left traffic 25, please. You're crossing the
Okay,
departure
crossing runway.
Sorry about that. Left traffic. Delta 428.
Clear
Start your
both
downwind
sides.
turn now, please. Number 701 Julie Romeo, John Wayne Tower. Are you still with me?
Weird
Okay,
little
just-
tailwind there, kind of.
So what do you mean, 791 in there?
Kind
791
of
Julie
floated
Romeo,
us a
choose your
little
right, clear
bit.
for the option.
Yeah, it happens.
Wait for the option 9, remember 791
Okay, strobes off, clear the runway. This is Delta,
Alright,
just
in,
follow this
correct,
this taxiway. It's going to be quite a long taxi, so
Okay.
Good
settle
Las
in.
Vegas, Pebble 6 departure, Santa Catalina transition as filed. Columbia City, except maintain 15,000, expect 270.
What hardware I'm using? I'm using
Swap
Cytec ProFlight yoke,
1465
rudder,
Southwest
and throttle quadrant
back
and
right.
radio panel right now. Current, that's the current setup. Oh, this is a fucking long taxi too.
Oh yeah. 46 minutes of flying time. Approximately, 45
I mean,
maybe.
if you would have given us lower earlier, and we didn't have
Yeah.
to do that, such a fucked up little.
Number 5996 Charlie, you said you'd like
Just
to
keep
taxi back
taxiing on
26.
here. It's a long taxi.
That's a firm, and that's a 906
I'll delay
Alpha.
APU startup.
5996
Alrighty.
Alpha,
That's okay
Roger,
with you.
runway
Yep.
26, taxi via Bravo Hotel Alpha, remain this frequency and state intentions, please.
We'd just like a left close traffic, please.
Roger, Bravo Hotel Alpha 26, remain this frequency.
Bravo Hotel Alpha, this frequency, 96 Alpha.
John Wayne Tower, roll 115 at 11.
115 John Wayne Tower, Roger, runway 20
Spoilers
right,
are
clear to
still
land
up.
number 2, traffic
Oh, yeah.
is Cessna 172,
That's your
1.5
item.
mile final
Yep.
to the right side is in close traffic.
Maybe I have to check if it's like kiss lane to 0
It's
right.
actually a signal
or
usually
115.
between
Right,
in airline
115,
procedures
I'm
when
gonna
the
put, I'm gonna put on the left
when the
side.
captain
Number
packs in the
701 Romeo,
spoilers.
change runway 20
That's
left,
when
runway
that's sort of
20
a
left,
non-verbal
here
signal
for
for
the
the
option.
FO to start bringing the flaps up and clean up the airplane.
Wait for the option
Okay,
7.
gotcha.
November
115, runway 20 right, clear to land, you're now number 1.
Number
Okay,
one,
Charlie's
20
gonna be
right,
over
4
here
miles.
in just a sec, but it's not quite the first turn. I'm sorry, Golf, not Charlie. So this is Sierra here, and you want to go one over to the. It's a 45-degree left turn, and it's painted on the ground.
701
Yeah.
Juliet Romeo, after departure, make
You
left.
probably
close
know this
traffic,
airport
runway
better than
20
me.
left.
Not close.
Just
Perfect,
since I got the
runway
scenery, I've been making an
20
attempt to
back
fly
for
in and out of
November
here.
791 Juliet.
Probably
Yep.
gonna do another flight tonight. I want to get it like right at
Hey, Golf is
left
sorry.
here.
No, it's a 45-degree here, so yeah. Yeah. It's the left here. Yeah, right. And once we're on Charlie, I can start up the APU. Charlie's going to be actually a 90-degree turn to the left here, but we're still a ways off.
Yep.
From that. Just not to say I'm not trying to doubt your abilities to
No,
navigate
absolutely
on
not.
the
That's your
airport.
job, right?
It's just to assist you. I'm your GPS.
Absolutely.
Camarillo Tower, November 5, 9996 Alpha is ready to go to
Get in the
6
cockpit.
close traffic.
For 5996 Alpha Camarillo Tower, runway 26, clear for takeoff. After departure, make right close
Okay,
traffic,
Gulf-
report midfield.
Golf 1.
Clear for takeoff 26, right close traffic
This is
approved, 96 Alpha.
Report
Hold
midfield.
pad.
We'll report midfield, 96 Alpha.
Whiskey. Yep.
Burbank Tower, United 170, holding short 15.
At a 170 Burbank Tower, runway 15, clear for takeoff, wind 1709.
Clear for takeoff, runway 15, United at 170.
Okay, should be Charlie next one to the left. And it is. Next one to the left is Charlie. It's a 45 degree, I'm sorry, it's 90 degree turn, so you might want to slow down a little.
20 right at kilo.
And it's
209 kilo,
20
John
degrees
Wayne
to the
Tower,
right here.
runway 20 right at kilo, line up and wait.
Line up and wait 20 right at kilo, 209 a kilo.
We're at 115.
Yep, that's
exit
Charlie.
left and terminal via Echo Alpha.
I'm going back
in
to Delta
this
40.
frequency. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Aircraft, your frequency.
AP is coming on.
115.
It's going to take it a while to start up here.
20 right at kilo, clear for takeoff. The wind 220 to 10.
Clear for takeoff, 20 right at kilo, 209 a kilo, thanks.
And number 209 a kilo, that traffic upwind is turning left downwind now for the left side is in close traffic.
Roger, have the traffic in sight.
Charlie 5, I believe.
701 Juliet Romeo.
Yes, Charlie 5 is going to be our entry. Still got a way
right
to go.
Side prior to arrival is a northeastbound turnout heading 080.
That was for us, right?
96 Alpha, downwind to beam.
5,
Bravo 4.
996 Alpha, runway 26, clear for the option.
26 clear for the option, 96 Alpha.
701 to the Romeo, you copy?
Negative, I didn't copy 791 Juliana.
And we can take it a little bit further down here.
Runway 20 left, clear for the option. Traffic departing 20 right prior to your arrival.
Not quite Charlie 5, a little bit further down.
Turnout heading 080.
We want to enter over Charlie 4 approximately. Keep going, keep going. We'll basically use the same exit entry point that we used for exit.
Passing 800 now, 209 a kilo.
And D gates,
and at
which
170, contact SoCal departure.
over here, the
SoCal
next one to the left.
170.
Yep.
I think should be the one. Yeah, that's the one we'll use.
So that's 186, Limburg ground, runway 27 via Bravo.
270 Bravo, Southwest 186.
American 995 taxi Delta.
American 995.
And
Limburg,
D40 should be
ground.
here on the tip,
Runway
just
27,
next to the
taxi via
737.
Bravo.
27 via Bravo, American 995.
And Southwest 186, you'll be behind the American A320.
Yeah, in between the 75 and the 73 here.
Cape Horn 320, Southwest 186.
209 kilo contact.
I'll turn off the taxi lights.
Departure 128.1, 209 a kilo.
This is actually, it's Delta 40.
Gate is open, and we got 737 on the Annunciation.
The 170 SoCal departure radar contact. Turn right heading 310 vectors to SLAP. And the 170 right turn 310 vectors to SLAP and climb maintain 13,000.
Alrighty. Park and brake is going on. And engines are good for
Right
off.
turn 310.
Yes, APU is online.
So there we go. Engine 1, engine 2.
For 209 kilo, SoCal
I'll keep the
departure
APU
right
bleed
east
on
of
and both
3,000
packs
at
on
relative restriction.
because of the temperature.
209 kilo, roger.
And shutdown checks.
Yes, sir.
209 kilo, you got about 2 miles
Just
to go,
one
and
more
I'll
thing.
release you on your own navigation at that point.
Okay, shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps
209 kilo
actually
traffic
like that.
at your
Off.
3 o'clock
Pitot
and
heats
3.5
off.
miles
Hydraulic
southbound
panel
via
is
aircraft,
set.
Delta gates 2,400.
Flaps are up. Parking brake is set. Engine start levers are cut off, and weather radar is off. Shutdown checklist is completed.
Perfect. Very nice flying with you today, Sasho.
Thank you.
Awesome, awesome flights.
Seatbelts
cool.
off.
There and back. On the Pilot Edge network. I'm going to go ahead and actually disconnect.
Disconnected.
Disconnect. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream there, guys. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I'm sure you'll watch it in the... I think it saves it to it. Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in for those of you that did. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Cheers.